What's up, everybody? It's Jay and Jay with Justin and Jordan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Justin, loving the jersey, loving my shirt. We got two brand new guests, two brand new faces. I need you to introduce them before letting them introduce themselves. Let's get this rolling, bro.
So today, guys, we are joined by Brennen and Mason from the Cheeseheads and the Bear Podcast. We got 2 out of the 4. Wish it could be all 4 of y'all. But appreciate you guys for pulling up and introduce yourselves real quick.
You got the Bear here. You got Brennen Elgas, Bear fan, Bucks fan. Let's talk some ball, boys.
We got Cheesehead number 2. That's what I go by on the podcast. Call me Mason, and I'm a Wisconsinite, so I love my Bucks, love my Brewers, love my Packers, man. But Bucks, baby, favorite team.
Bucks and 6, right? Basketball podcast.
Yeah.
Real quick, can we give you guys Devin Williams back?
No.
It's I'd really appreciate that.
We saw something, man, and just nah. Take them, keep them. I don't know what happened, man. I don't know what happened.
I'm kind of good on that, bro. Justin, what are we talking about today, bro?
So today we got 2 Game 7s in the NBA. Rockets won last night. We got a Game 7 on Sunday. Clippers and Nuggets. Game 7 is tonight.
Yep.
But today we got round 2 predictions. So we're going to be making our predictions for those Game 7s and then making our predictions for round 2. Damian Lillard, get well soon. Torn Achilles. It sucks, bro. What's next for Giannis and potential trades? Pop stepping down, and now he's gonna be the Spurs basketball president, and just a lot of stuff to unpack in this episode.
A lot
Let's
going
ball,
on,
boys.
bro.
Let's do it.
I think we should just get the elephant out the room.
Oh no.
Oh, we started right away.
I think we kind of should. We might as well. Let's not draw out the pain. Let's just pull the needle out.
Let's get it out.
How do you guys feel? Well, number one, what bothered you more, the injury or this crazy way that you guys kind of choked that last game?
Yes. I would say
yes.
The injury probably a little bit more because let's be honest, where the Bucks win in the championship, if we beat the Pacers, probably not. So the idea was probably for Milwaukee to let trade Dame in the offseason, and now we really can't do that anymore. So now we're kind of in a weird spot to see what this offseason is going to look like. So yeah, that Dame, maybe rush him back. We don't know. I'm not a doctor, but yeah, I would say that pissed me off a lot more, him getting hurt.
I'm the opposite. He's thinking long term, but for me, in the moment when we lost that game, when Gary Trent became the hero and then the villain within a matter of minutes, it was the worst loss I've seen ever by this basketball team. It was clearly the worst loss I've ever seen, and it couldn't have come at a worse time.
Yeah.
Damian Lillard's hurt. Pacers have been pissing us off, and we lose like that. Just heartbreaking.
Is this worse than Miami?
Yes, because I would say yes, because we wanted revenge. We got smoked out last year as well, and we got them again. And we were hoping to get both our stars healthy, and we got them for 2 games, maybe not at 100%. But once Dame went down, and then Tyrese Halliburton's dad started, talking shit to Giannis on the court, which is insane. Shout out to Pacers for banning him.
That was crazy.
Which is super weird because they're from the Milwaukee area, so I would assume they have to be Bucks fans. But whatever. I would say this one's worse, personally.
100% agree with that.
Damn, yeah. I honestly, since I'm not, I do love Giannis, by the way. I always come in here.
I love that guy, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I always come in here. I always say, like Giannis is at this point underrated, which is kind of crazy to say. How do you average 31, 12, and 6?
Small market, dude.
60%.
I think that might be why.
You're never going to have a chance to win MVP, whether you win 60 games or 45. It doesn't matter. You're not going to have a chance to ever win an MVP, ever sniff a second place at any point in time. But for me personally, since I'm not personally a fan of your team, what bothered me more was the Dame injury, because Dame is 35, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Correct.
When Kevin Durant tore his Achilles, he was 31, I believe. He was 31 years old. A lot of people are trying to compare and say, he's going to come back. He's going to be the same. He's going to be the same. 4 years is a big difference. Very big difference.
Right.
Very big difference. I don't think he's going to come back the same. I don't want to bring out the R word and talk about ending his career, but I think it's a serious conversation to have. As you guys have kind of already mentioned, how a lot of people are mentioning as well, this is kind of something that's closing the window completely. Not only just closing it, but locking it too. Because now what do? All that money is stuck to him, guaranteed. Guys don't really have any other decent pieces around Giannis.
Nope.
There's no run to make next year. There's no move to make. So this is kind of like an anchor, and next year's kind of like a waste of a year, unfortunately. It's already looking like so. But I guess the good news is, though, that they are saying that there is no Giannis trade unless he asks for one. And I kind of doubt that he does ask for one at this current moment in time. I'd be surprised if he asked for one.
We would be too. 100%.
It would hurt to get that Shams notification, but after 5 minutes of being pissed, it would be like everything you just said, everything that we don't have, no role players that are good, no young players that are good. I don't think we have a first round pick until 2031. It's like,
Wow.
He could be super loyal, but would I blame him? No, I would not blame him if he did.
It's like loyalty to a fault, like to a certain extent. How much more can you take, and they've made an effort. They've made moves. They made big moves past couple of years, very big moves. They
moves, I'll tell you that.
Moves.
They've tried it. It just hasn't worked out. So at least they've made the effort. They haven't been sitting on their hands. It's just that cards haven't fallen in their favor. Justin, in your opinion, what do you think it was more disappointing, the choke or the injury?
Oh man, I feel like the injury, low key, just because Dame coming back, it just gave me hope too, and it gave a lot of Bucks fans hope that they could potentially come back and win this series. And it just sucks because Dame was out for so long with the blood clot, then he came back and it was a big thing. It was remarkable how fast he came back, and then for him to get hurt at home, that shit sucked. Them losing, the way they lost was fucking insane. Like I never see no shit like that. But I want to see the Dame injury though, because it was like everything that went into it, getting him here, and then just coming back after thinking he was gonna miss the postseason, and then just him going down like that. It just sucks. And like you said, with his age and him, he's probably gonna miss a good chunk of next year. I'm not really high on him coming back and him being the elite Damian Lillard, because he's gonna be what, 36 coming back?
Yeah,
Correct.
35, 36, right around there.
Yeah, bro, it's gonna be tough, and a lot of that is like creating separation. Like it's gonna be tough for him to do that. How is he gonna finish now? Like the whole mental is gonna be different, because just the rehab process of that, him training differently, it's gonna be a lot of shit is gonna change. So I don't know. I think that's the worst part of it all.
Man, but you know what this opens up though, guys? We already alluded to it. Potential Giannis trades.
Oh, yeah.
Every offseason, let's do it. Let's do it.
I know you guys requested for us to draft some. I believe Justin has 3. I drafted up 2. I don't know if you guys drafted up any, but
Oh hell, no, you bring them to us
Because we've just been seeing them. We've been seeing them all over, Instagram and everywhere. And we like some, we don't like some. So we're curious to see what you guys got.
I would definitely like to see you guys rank it, like what would piss you off the most.
Yeah.
That'll be easy to do, because a lot of them I don't want to get rid of them, but
You guys can keep Zion. Get Zion out of these talks,
Oh no. All right, let's hear one.
Justin, you go first.
All right, first one I got. This will be Giannis going to the Houston Rockets.
Okay.
And the Houston Rockets will be sending out Fred VanVleet, Reed Shepherd, Cam Whitmore, a 2025 first round pick, top 3 protected via Phoenix, and a 2027 first round pick with a Brooklyn swap.
Okay.
All right. Should we give our opinions on each one, or because he's writing them down? Should we give them after each one, or do them one at a time?
What do you think, Justin?
I guess you could give them like one at a time, and then at the end we could just round them out.
Yeah. I don't want Fred VanVleet.
He's been dogging in the last 3 games.
He's been going off recently, but I mean, he's not old by any means, but I think he's getting up there in age. I would way rather take a younger, more explosive player in Jalen Green, and then they can keep Shepherd too. Honestly, I'd rather just have Jalen Green over Fred VanVleet and Shepherd, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'd need at least Sengun or Green. I'm gonna be honest. I know Shepherd was a top 3 pick or whatever it was last year. He didn't play a single minute last year. I know he can. His ceiling is high with how high of a draft pick he was, but yeah, I need a little bit more than that from the Rockets, I think.
What if you guys help build the next dynasty? You send Giannis to OKC.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
iHeart, Chet, Topic,
Okay.
2026 OKC unprotected, 2027 Denver 1 through 5 protected, 28 Dallas swap, 2030 OKC top 3 protected.
Damn.
See the picks. The picks is 4 draft picks we're getting back to us would be really nice. Hart and Chet, 2 big guys for Giannis. I do like. I would rather have J-Dub over Chet, personally, in my opinion. Might be crazy take, but I like that one more than the Houston one for sure.
Yeah, totally disagree with the J-Dub. I would rather have Chet. I'm a slut for big men, so to get two big men on our team, as we're giving one away, and we are letting go of Brook Lopez, thank God, in this offseason. And they're both young, so I mean, I think that would be awesome, and getting the picks would be sweet. So, Topic is cool. Maybe we could switch like a Carson Wallace or something instead of that. But
Carson Wallace, yeah.
I like that one a lot. I like that one.
You wouldn't want to roll the dice on Topic, see what he could do, rather than have Cason Wallace.
I have a buddy that's a Thunder fan, and he doesn't talk too high about him most often. So I like Carson Wallace. Cason Wallace. There we go. I knew I was saying his name wrong. Cason Wallace, and I would just rather get a point guard that has already been playing a little bit more.
No, I get you. We don't know what he is yet, coming off major injury, but he was towards the top of the draft boards before he got hurt. So there's still the potential there. That's why I kind of threw him in. Chet, obviously, we know what Chet is. Yep. We know how great Chet is. We could see potentially what he would be for you guys as that main guy. Could he flourish? Could he not? We don't know. But you guys would be getting an up-and-coming young star, a guy that you don't know what he's going to be as a young guy. As you said, a solid big man at iHeart. Me and Justin know very much about that personally. Oh, yeah. And then, let's just be real, fuckload of picks.
Yeah. The picks are what doing it for me.
We need draft picks badly.
We suck at drafting, but we need them back. I'm not going to lie.
Right.
I think the Giannis conversation starts at 3.
3 first?
Strictly first.
Yeah.
Strictly first. It has to start at 3.
Yes. You need it. If we don't have a first round pick for 6 years, you need to at least cut that in half and get 3 for sure.
Even if you were to get like 4 young guys, I'm still starting off with, I still need 3 picks. I still need 3 picks. Doesn't matter.
Top 2 player in the world, man. We're talking about here. It's not going to be cheap. I'm not going to lie. We're not going to give a Luka Doncic trade away. We're not going to do that.
Oh, I would hope not. To be honest with you,
that's
all I have to say.
I would try to be a different team or a fan of a team if that trade came through for Giannis. I won't lie.
Just send him to the West. That's all I'll say.
Yes.
Oh, that's fine.
It has to be the West. Has to be.
Yeah, that's definitely not the Knicks. I'll tell you that.
This is gonna make him stronger now.
All right, Justin, you could take the next one, bro.
All right, this one, I'm not gonna lie, player wise, it's kind of whatever, but it's a lot of picks.
Okay. All right, let's hear it.
So, be trading Giannis to the Brooklyn Nets, And the Nets will be sending Nick Claxton,
Okay.
Cam Johnson,
Yeah.
2025 first round pick from the Knicks, 2025 first round pick from Milwaukee. So you guys get your pick back.
Yep.
2026 second round pick, 2027 first round pick from Philly, 2027 first round pick. Houston holds the right to swap that. 2030 second round pick from Dallas and 2031 second round pick from the Lakers.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. So that was what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 picks. One of the two. I might
6, 7.
may have counted wrong, but
7.
clip farming hard.
Yeah.
But if you're the Bucks and you're John Horst, how can you not see 6 or 7 draft picks coming your way and say no? It's insane. And Cam Johnson, who I really do like, he's capable of putting up 20.
And you could flip him too.
I
And
mean,
flip him for more.
right, exactly. I do like that. I do like the picks. I was kind of hoping maybe one more of those second round picks would be a first round, but I mean, if you're getting that many picks, you can't be asking for, straight first rounders. So I do like it player wise, like you said, Justin, is not heavy, but again, like Jordan said, you can maybe move some pieces and they definitely have some good trade value there.
Yeah, the player value, like you said, was but the picks are nice. But if it was John Horst, he should know that he's not the greatest at drafting. So I would need better players in return. I think I've heard a lot of rumbles that the Nets are involved with these trades. I think that's the one team that we should, if they call, not even answer. I just don't think there's many players on that team that I would want personally. You can throw a bajillion picks, but I need players that I can actually play right now. I need something.
I think player wise, you're right about it's not like the flashy names, but like those are two guys that you could flip and get some good. Like if you have Nick Claxton, you could be like, "Yo, Lakers, we know you need him."
Yeah,
so
Austin Reeves, I'm good. I don't want Austin Reeves on my team after that.
I mean, it don't got to be Austin
Hey,
Reeves,
hey,
but like,
maybe we'll throw one of those first round picks for Luka. Hey, let's do a three team, dude. Let's get
A
Luka
mega trade.
Let's just I don't know. We're just our track record of trades, aren't the greatest. I know we got Lillard, but
that Kuzma trade was like, what the fuck?
Dude, one of our buddies he's Mr. Optimistic. He's like, oh, Kyle Kuzma leaving a shitty organization. Bro, he's not good. I don't know what to tell you. He shoots like 80 or 60% from the free throw line. That should just be the indicator how bad he is.
Kyle Kuzma, wow. A name I've been down on since when, Justin? Like 2021?
Yeah.
Talking about champion Kyle Kuzma?
Champion bubble champ Kyle Kuzma.
Hey.
Does count.
Ian Clark is a champion. Who talks about him?
Nobody. Patrick McCaw is a champion
3 times. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Better players, you said, though. That's one thing I heard. Let me interest you in a guy who averaged 20 in the past on a bad team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, after Giannis is gone, it'll be a bad team. This trade, the last one I titled the next dynasty, this one I titled Rage Bait for you guys.
Love that.
This is specifically Rage Bait. Giannis will be leaving Milwaukee for McCall Bridges, Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson.
Okay. So we do get
2026 unprotected. 2028 swap with the Nets. I also forgot this one. 2026 Wizards protected 1 through 10, and our 2030 unprotected.
So how many picks was that again? I'm sorry.
4.
4. And then Mikal and Hart.
Mikal, Hart, and Robinson.
Hey, man. Mitchell Robinson, man.
He came back and he was doing pretty well, honestly.
He's that guy, bro.
How old is he? Do you guys know how old he is at top? 28, 27?
He got to be like 20.
Justin, he's been in the league for 7 years, right?
Yeah, he was in the same draft as
26, 27.
Yeah. Dude, he was looking good.
He's 27.
Okay. Mikal.
I'm taking that.
He's nice. He's nice. I like that one. I did.
Oh, that's funny. This was the Rage Bait.
Dude, I love Josh Hart. He's one of my favorite non-Bucks players. I love
that one. Would hurt me the most having to play Josh Hart.
Yeah, I think that's Rage Bait for you guys, to be honest.
Well, let's be serious though. We got to kind of be a little bit honest. I know you guys say you love Josh Hart and stuff like that, and I'm assuming it's because of the hustle. Is he gonna hustle on a non-playoff team?
Whoa. Mikal Bridges is having 25 plus with us, dude. We're a playoff team.
We're a
He
6
did,
seed.
he did that last year. Where did they go? Where did the Nets go?
Yeah,
Well,
he averaged
the Nets
26.
the Nets are just bad franchise, dude. They're just not good. They had Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving all on the same team and didn't win a playoff series. Or maybe they won one or two, but they didn't do too hot. Shout
Nah,
out them.
man. I don't think that's a playoff team if Kel is your best player and your number one scorer, even in the East, and we saw it in the East.
I would
Well, what about
probably-
like a 10 seed? We're in the play, and that's still playoffs, right?
Yeah, but I don't even think you win the first game.
Yeah.
We gotta respect these playing vets that are the Bulls and the Hawks. They're good to win one playing game.
right.
fair. That's
Trey
fair.
Young is gonna score 30.
I guess it depends on what the rest of the team looks like. If we bring back Gary
True.
Trent and Porter Jr. and Portis, like if we have these guys, or if we don't, that's obviously we're going to be bad. But if we bring some of these guys back with that trade, it could just be a whole team of role players that play together, kind of like a Timu version of the Thunder, where there's no star except like SGA, but like they're just a whole bunch of role players that are playing together, and could maybe get like 40-ish wins and make the play in.
Who is the SGA?
No, I said besides SGA. Besides SGA, it's a whole bunch of role.
I was about to say, who is the SGA?
Kevin Porter Jr. becomes Timu SGA. yeah.
Mikal Bridges is the SGA of the team, dude.
Yeah, good luck.
That's what I'm
Good
saying.
luck with that.
I made sure to not put him in there, but like the Timu version of them. So
Jeez. Justin, what about your last trade, bro?
My last trade. This one low key might be trade rage bait, but so this will be Giannis going to the Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh man.
Giannis and Chris Livingston.
Okay.
And the Bucks will be getting Desmond Bain,
okay,
Brandon Clark,
okay,
Scottie Pippen Jr.,
I like
Gigi Jackson,
I like G.
2025 second round pick via Houston or OKC, 2026 first round, Phoenix, Washington, or Orlando swap rights, 2026 second round pick, 2028 first round pick, and a 2030 first round pick from Phoenix or Washington swap right.
Wow. Okay, I mean, looking at what we got written down here, that might be one or two for me personally. If you would have said Ja, I would have been good on that. I would have declined that personally. But I think Bain, Clark, and Pittman are all very good players.
Love Gigi Jackson.
And Gigi Jackson
He's
as
only
well.
21
I don't
years
know
old.
what happened that he just got no minutes at all. He was actually, balling low key last year, in my opinion. But yeah, I think I like this one a lot.
I do too. And the 4 picks or 5 picks, whatever you said, 4 players and 5 picks. I mean, the thing with all these trades, like you kind of said, like who's going to be your number one scoring option? It probably would be Desmond Bain, which is not a great first scoring option. So all these trades, it's really like we're not getting the number one guy. We're just getting a bunch of dudes. And like Brennan said earlier, maybe Moneyball, comes into play and a bunch of role guys, just, the team chemistry all flows well and you get a 5 or 6 seed and make some noise somehow. Who knows?
Yeah, we fired Doc Rivers and
fire
different
him.
coach. Different
Yeah,
coach.
you gotta fire him.
Get his ass.
Fire Doc and promote Darvin Ham.
No, we're good with pocket guy. We're good. We don't need him. He stinks.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about that one.
I'd throw a bag at Mike Malone though. I'll tell you that, or Taylor Jenkins. Either one of them. We just got off paying Budenholzer, so we got some money freed up to pay another coach. So now we could go back to 3.
Gotta love paying
Man.
3 coaches. Shout out Adrian Griffin.
Dude, like, man, just that combo, bro. That combo of coaches, man.
Everything we've been doing.
Doc and Darvin Ham. The access powers of coaches, bro. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, bro. So what's your guys' final rankings then, from best to worst, of what you guys would want?
Okay.
Let's go. So personally, I think the Memphis one's got to be.
Yeah, I was gonna go worst to best.
All right,
personally.
worst to best. Let's start with that.
So I think I said my least favorite one was the Brooklyn Net one. I think that one was my personal least favorite one.
My least favorite was the Houston one. So
That was Houston was my next one that I didn't like the least or like the least.
Yep. Then Brooklyn was 4 for me. So we kind of just traded those two at 4 and 5.
Okay, C probably. Oh, actually, what do you think? You go.
For me, I would say OKC is
okay.
mm,
My favorite one is that Memphis one. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, that Memphis one
is insane. So shout out that one.
The 4 players. I'd probably go OKC second, and then Knicks would be the third.
I like it.
I do like
Makes sense. Yeah.
that Topic. I know we weren't really like high on him, and he wasn't high on him, but the potential, maybe somehow we really suck at squeezing potential out of dudes besides Giannis. So I don't know.
The development here in Milwaukee is not the greatest. I'll tell you that. So
I know, unfortunately. I know. Honestly, I got a little bit worried because when he was like OKC 3, I was like, whoa, wait a second. They like the Knicks one more than OKC? I was about to say, wait, these guys like Bridges more than Chet? I'm a little confused.
Hold up.
Yeah.
I was about to say, like, we're gonna have to pause the recording and have a serious conversation off cam because this doesn't make any sense to me.
I like Brooklyn McCall, but New York Knicks McCall, when he's missing corner threes and changing his shot form, I'll keep that.
He was terrible on my fantasy basketball team this year. That pissed me off. I won't lie.
We're respecting Game 6 KO.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
We're
came out.
respecting that.
He heard the noise.
The tip back was sweet. I'll give you that.
He heard the noise.
Hey, man, when people talk about you like that all season, of course you got to answer back when it matters the most.
That's fair.
And he's got experience. He was on the Phoenix Suns when they went to the finals. He knows he's been there before.
Yeah, I remember that finals.
Yo, that
He was
post game,
in the running for Finals MVP.
Mm-hmm.
that post game interview, he was waiting to say that shit. He was like, "We built for this shit." Like like he was thinking of that shit the whole time. And Mike B was like, "Yo, you can't say that." He's like, "My bad."
Sorry, accident. As he's just been waiting.
He was waiting to get that shit off.
Oh yeah. Love it. Well, yeah, thanks for sending those trades, man, because, I mean, this is going to be the next couple months for us is just he's going here, Houston, OKC, New York.
He was walking through the city.
Yeah. In New York, I saw that, and I was like, God damn it.
Complex posted it. I was like, God damn it.
Was he even in New York? Didn't look like it. He could have just made that up.
Is Jordan frozen right now?
He looked
might be.
frozen.
Okay, I was about to say, like, I'm happy he's just smiling at me.
I was about to say, I'm
I
like,
was
yo,
like,
why
all right,
did-
dude, I'm pretty funny, but I don't know.
I gotta
Oh,
see what the
man.
fuck happened.
Nah, that's all
Oh,
right.
he's back on his phone.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay. No, that's,
That's
all right.
funny as fuck. Yo.
There you go.
Yo.
Man, I don't know why this reset on me.
Oh,
That's
Yo,
all right.
You froze and you was
was
just smiling right there.
Yeah,
bro. Hey, we do whatever works, bro. I'm not risking this resetting on me again. We're gonna keep it rolling. It
Love
don't
it.
matter to me.
Love it.
Keep it rolling. Though, whatever you guys was talking about, bro. You guys. Well, actually, I don't want to continue what you guys were talking about. You guys were just laughing at me.
Yeah, we
Nah.
were.
I don't want to do that.
Last thing we was talking about was Giannis walking through New York.
Yeah.
Come on, man. He's gonna be a Nick, bro. He's gonna be a Nick.
No, I thought we agreed on the West, dude. What are we doing? I thought we agreed on the West.
Is west of Boston. That's more than enough. New York is west of Boston.
Okay.
Is that not good enough?
Yeah, it's true. But he's still going east from where we're at. So
Yeah, from your perspective, but I'm talking about from mine.
right,
you know?
right, exactly.
From
That's fair.
mine, it all works out.
Yeah, it's it's closer too. He doesn't got to travel as far. Maybe he can keep people in Milwaukee. It's not like going to Miami or something.
He could
Fuck
send his
the
eight. Wow. Okay, wow.
Nah, yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, you always got to get it out once every single time. All I was gonna say is that Giannis could take his 8 kids to the Statue of Liberty.
Dude,
That would be a good field trip. He just had his first one.
They just had another one, dude.
He needs to get off of her. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, I swear every time they show her, she's pregnant. I'm like, God.
Yeah.
I know.
You think Giannis is on the honey pack?
I don't think he needs it, dude.
The royal honey.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It's actually impressive.
He's got to take his anger out somewhere, and
Ah.
that might be like just all this losing,
Dude.
frustration.
Oh my god,
built
yeah. I
up.
feel bad for her after the
Yeah,
Halliburton's
right.
that shit.
God, I know.
Dog.
What a freak.
The real freak. The real freak.
She is a
Jeez,
freak.
man.
Freak.
That freaking video of him with the bell too. Comes
Yeah.
on my shit all
She
the
got
time.
me this too.
There's kids on there. Oh,
He said there's kids on the live. And that's 4 in 4 years, I think. 4 and 5 years.
Right.
Yeah, he needs to chill out. Yo,
Yeah.
you guys need to send him a message.
Seriously, like,
Or
dude.
do something.
We're gonna build the teams in case he does stay here. We can just draft his kids, and then we just have a whole bunch of Antetokounmpos just ready to play.
Just pull LeBron.
Yep.
Literally, yeah, that would
Maverick
be,
and Liam onto the Kumpo.
that would be so sick.
You know what the problem is before we move on? Where's Thanasis?
Yeah, man.
He's doing podcasting, making a lot of more money doing that. So
Analysis.
That's where all went downhill, man. Thanasis. I mean, who was it that said it? Oh, it was
Jeff Teague.
It was Teague that said it.
Jeff
He said,
Teague.
nah, he
Amen.
changes everything. Thanasis changed everything. Everyone wants to clown
dude
Thanasis.
Matters. This dude matters.
They try to get him on every courtside they could too. Every time you saw him just standing up going crazy, it was weird. Like we won every time. It was insane. So makes sense.
He is him though. He is him though.
Right.
Justin, real quick, before we even get into the series, though, I want to talk about Pop because I want to give Pop his respect. In my opinion, the #1 coach of all time. I still can't believe it, bro. I couldn't believe the notification because it came out of nowhere. And I was talking to Josh about this. He's like, oh, I can't believe Pop is still coaching, whatever. It was like last week. I was like, yeah, I think he would have, retired like a couple years ago. Unfortunately, the thing with his wife didn't happen. And like to get that, just right now is kind of crazy, bro. I really thought that he was gonna like die on that court coaching. Seriously. But he's still gonna be involved with the team. He's been coaching there for so many years, but most winningest coach, in my opinion, the best coach of all time. I don't know how you three feel. I think he's better than Pat. I think he's better than Phil. I think he's better than everybody. I think he's better than Red Auerbach. He's better than everybody. He's better than every coach. He might be the best coach in all of sports. He has an argument. He really does have an argument. But just first-time reactions, I'll start with you guys first, with both of you guys first. How did you guys feel seeing that notification?
I mean, it was sad to see. I mean, I agree with you 100%. I think he is the GOAT for the NBA. I mean, obviously, you could probably find some soccer coach somewhere that you could call better, or maybe some football coach in the NFL. Who knows? I mean, that debate is another completely different debate. But seeing Pop go, man, it's probably the smart move. Health comes first, and just because he's one of my favorite coaches of all time, I'm glad he's stepping down and focusing on health and still a part of that organization.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it on our podcast today. We recorded, and we were kind of debating it as well. I would say for NBA, 100%, he's got to compete with maybe Bill Belichick in the NFL, but that's a different story for a different day. But yeah, I'm happy that he's still a part of the team and everything's going good. Prayers out for him. And I think they just hired their other coach as well, Mitch Johnson. So they made that switch very fast. And he's been with the team for a while, so he's learned from Pop. So I'm excited to see how he does. And they have Victor Wembanyama, so I think they'll be okay.
What about you, Justin?
When I first saw the notification, I wasn't like super surprised because I kind of I knew the writing was on the wall. But I think the Mitch Johnson hiring, that was super quick because I was like, yo, people are gonna love to get this job. And then like 10 minutes later, they're like, nope, Mitch Johnson got this. But Pop to me is the GOAT. I love Pat Riley, despite what I say about the Heat. I love that guy. But yeah, Greg Popovich, he is the fucking GOAT. Since 97, 98 to 2017, 50 win seasons every single year. 1999 lockout year, before people in the comments be like, oh, you won 30 games that year, whatever. But Yeah, 50 plus wins every single year in that span, and being able to get it done with like not having like super duper teams, like we saw in '03 when Tim Duncan, like before Tony Parker was an all-star player, before Manu Ginobili was an all-star player, them winning the championship that year, and Tim Duncan being able to fucking just go crazy in that finals run, and just the culture that they were able to establish there, like getting guys like David West to go there. Like there was a point in time, I was like, yo, when you want to go get a ring, you go play with Pop. Like David West did that. You saw LaMarcus Aldridge went over there. Like when we thought he was gonna go like other places, and then the Kawhi era extended it. Like it was just good to see. Like their culture really built a lot of guys up, and there were some guys that after they left the Spurs, they wasn't on shit. Like fucking Jonathan Simmons.
Oh yeah,
Throwback.
when he went, yeah, wow, what a
Yeah.
name! What
Yeah,
a name.
but they've always had an eye for talent, and they've known what they've been able to do, and a lot of that starts with Greg Popovich. So shout out to him, and I hope everything works well with them.
Here's my GOAT case for Pop, though. I know you guys mentioned a couple coaches in all the sports. Like I know you guys name dropped Bill, right? My pushback for Bill is, you know,
His girl.
God, bro, no. I'm
Jordan,
alluding,
whatever her
I'm-
name is,
I'm,
Jordan.
I'm alluding to Brady, bro. I'm
I
literally
was gonna
alluding
say
to
Brady,
winning
yes.
with Brady. I'm not talking about that. My pushback to a Joe Torre for the Yankees. He had all the money in the world to build his teams, and his payroll would be quadruple the second team in the league. You know, I know you mentioned soccer coaches. I don't know if you're even like anybody who's familiar with soccer.
Nope.
There's some great ones like a Pep and a Mourinho, but again, these are all guys who are backed with a lot of money. These guys, they go to these teams that have a lot of money and they could build whatever super team they want every single year. Throw out a lineup that's worth $1 billion. What Pop did though, to go from D-Rob to Duncan. I'm not gonna say by himself, but Duncan before TP and Manu was really like that. Duncan, TP, and Manu. Those guys all get old. Start ushering in Kawhi. Kawhi's not an all-star yet, but then you have all four of them. They all go away. You have this short-term Kawhi era as at number one, a top 5 player in the world. Kawhi leaves. You bring in DeRozan. You have DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge. You even have a winning season with DeJounte Murray. You were able to win with all these guys throughout these 2-3 decades, no matter what. You were guaranteed to win no matter who you gave this man. All these other guys, it was, man, I got to go trade for A-Rod. Man, I got to spend $400 million on this striker. Man, I got to get Brady more weapons. I got to do this. I got to do that. Pop, though, it was like Justin said, Jonathan Simmons, pop those, yo, grab this 6'3" homeless guy from 112th Street in Harlem. I'll turn him into a basketball player. I'll find him 5 minutes to play, and he'll average 1.3 points per game, and we'll still win 52 games. That's my case for him to be the GOAT of all sports. Basketball, I don't even think it's close, to be honest with you. Basketball, I don't even think it's close. But for him to do it with anybody, a ragtag group, that's why I hate when people say, like, oh, like they was a super team. His legacy's carried by, like, Tim Duncan and all this stuff. Absolutely not. When you can win with a DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge, who just got thrown together and that's their first season together and you're still making the playoffs, I don't want to hear that excuse. So for me personally, that's my GOAT coach of all sports. I don't know if anyone comes close. I know it might sound crazy for me to say that it's that much of a clear gap. But to me, when it comes to him being able to do anything with anybody, the only guy who comes close to that ability is Spo, which me and Justin have talked about a lot. But even then, Spo hasn't done it to the level of Pop, though. And I love Spo. And that just shows the skill gap between them two. So I am going to miss seeing Pop out there just screaming and then giving those purposely boring one-word interviews at halftime.
My dad and I love those. Love them.
Now, that was the best. What went wrong? They scored more than us. And just walk away.
Like, I'm gonna miss that. We're
Dude.
never gonna get that ever again.
No, the humor, and just another thing to add about him, but he is a phenomenal human being too. In San Antonio, he always, would buy people things out in public and stuff like this. He's just a kind-hearted human being. He let DeMar DeRozan leave the team whenever, he was dealing with stuff with, family. So just phenomenal coach. And George, I can't disagree with you whatsoever with your take. It's a beautiful, beautiful take. I think Pop could be one of the, or if not, the GOAT coach.
Man, best compliment I ever received in my life, man. That means more than my mom calling me handsome every once in a while. That means more to me. He said it was a beautiful
Great take. Beautiful take.
I love it. I love it. But man, I feel like that's a big piece of my childhood and even adulthood just going away. And seeing all those different versions of Pop and like his haircuts and stuff like that. Balding, the long blonde, the long white hair, the silver fox, all these different eras, and now the suit, the tracksuit, all this stuff, and that's it. It's over. It's over now. Oh, I even forgot to mention Vic. He didn't even get to win with Vic. I wish he was able to get one play and run with him this year, just to still prove like, yeah, I even just did it with Vic too in year 2. Vic and a 40-year-old CP3. I still got it.
Yeah.
I still got it.
They would have put up more of a fight than fucking Memphis.
100%, man. 100%.
Or the Kings.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
We're not gonna look. We're on the same side with Memphis. We're not gonna start on the Kings though. Okay. We're not gonna diss my West team.
Oh no! I didn't know that.
We're not doing that. Because Justin loves saying on the Kings whenever he has a chance. But I respect Sabonis out here. We're not doing this. Sure. And you know what? Even though he left us high and dry, D Fox is still one of my favorite players in the league. I shouldn't say this. I know Kings fans would kill me for saying this, but he's still a king for life, bro. He's still a king in my heart,
Swiper.
And you know what? I kind of want to take back that trade. I regret it every single day. We would have made the playoffs if we still had D Fox.
I think so too. I think that Levine pickup really just didn't do much at all.
Bulls West, baby.
Let's just, because that was so successful. Let's just make that team again.
In the East. Yeah. It worked out in the East. Let's bring it to the West.
What was it that you said, Justin? You said they just got them together to lose in the play-in like an hour later, 2 hours later.
3 hours later.
I don't know what they were seeing. I don't know what they were seeing, but it wasn't working in Chicago. So let's take it to another team and try it again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Wow, what a difference! Now we're in California. Now we could lose with a different team.
Yep.
Absolutely ridiculous, bro. Oof. So obviously we had some series end before we even talk about the second round. We had some series end. We came up. We kind of already basically touched on the Bucks series ending, so yeah. I don't want to punish you guys anymore. To be honest with you,
appreciate that.
We don't have to do that anymore. But Lakers are out. Wolves moved on. Just real
wow.
What happened? I missed it. Oh, that's crazy. So you just suffering.
Dude, big LeBron guys over here. We won't lie.
Oh, we all are. There's a safe space. Don't worry.
Safe space.
This is a very safe space.
Are we all Jordan goats over, or LeBron goats over here? Sorry.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Not me.
Whoa.
Okay, I know. I was thinking LeBron is a goat. That's what I said.
Yes.
Because I know I was talking to one of you guys on DMs, and I know your ass did say that LeBron was the GOAT. So
that was him. That was him.
That was me.
That will never be me.
Yeah, that's.
I have my Braun bottle in my room. I haven't secured the Braun doll. I couldn't find it at Target. I did look.
$65 for a doll is kind of crazy too.
It's LeBron.
I know.
It's LeBron.
What do you mean? It's LeBron.
All right, mine's on the way. But.
LeBron.
He said mine's on the way anyways. He says crazy, but it's on the way. But
love that, man.
Going back to also the Magic are out. What series do you guys want to touch on first on the teams that won, and obviously covering the next steps for the teams that lost? If you guys are the guests, we'll let you guys pick whichever of the 3 series interests you the most.
Let's do you want to do the Celtics Magic?
Yeah, that one kind of broke my heart.
Did
That
it?
one kind of broke my heart. Well, I hate the Celtics, and
We agree.
Justin
We also
knows.
hate the Celtics here too.
Justin knows. Justin knows I hate Tatum too.
Yep.
Good.
So I was disappointed. I feel like Orlando had so many chances, and it just sounds like, a broken record. The same thing that me and Justin said last year. Going into the offseason again. Got to get more offense. We need more. We need shot creators. They need shooters. Let's see what they do this offseason. Maybe they add one shooter again, like they did last offseason. Add one shooter who shot like straight garbage in the playoffs. So let's see what they do, because how is it that your two guys are combining for like 70 points in a game and your third option scoring 8? And then in total, you guys score like 89 points in 2025. That's unacceptable.
Yeah.
And I understand no Suggs. That is a big deal, especially defensively. But and his offense, it has come a long way since his rookie year. But I don't even think his offense would have made that much of a difference. Go get. Everyone is saying this. Everyone is saying this. Go get Anthony Simons. That's it. That's all I want to say. Go get Anthony Simons.
So not to backtrack here, but we did, or at least I have a Giannis trade that we'd like to throw at you guys. That I saw on Twitter. So, and we kind of like it. I don't wanted to see what other fans thought of it. Was it with the Magic? It was Wendell, Suggs, Cole Anthony, and 4 first-round picks for Giannis.
But you guys would be happy with that, is what you're saying?
After it was before we saw all your guys' options, obviously.
Yeah.
But
I was going to say, wow.
At the time, it's like, well, we get a big back, and then we get 2 guards that hustle, I guess you could say, and then the first four first-round picks were what really gave us why we wanted to do that more, I guess.
I think Suggs is definitely the biggest piece in that.
Yeah.
I'm not high on Cole Anthony at all. I'm very down on him. I've kind of always been down on him, but that's not moving me at all.
Sure.
I'm trying to think in your perspective. I'm like, damn, I'm not liking that. Even for Orlando, obviously, when you have the chance to get the second best player in the world, it's like, no matter what, worry about fit later, do it.
Yeah.
But I'm still concerned because like our problem is spacing. So it's bringing in a guy who doesn't space the floor.
Yeah.
You shot good from mid-range.
Of course. No. Yeah, trust me. I'm not one of these guys who says, "Oh, Giannis is just running a halfback dive every play." You know, I respect the Giannis midi and the Giannis post work, but even then, like they need 3-point shooting. So I mean, if they could get Giannis with that, it would be a steal.
Yeah.
From Orlando's point of view, but I would be very concerned about what the rest of the floor looks like that you're running out in terms of shooting.
Joseph, what do you think of that trade?
Yeah, I'm not really crazy about the spacing for Orlando. Like it gets really shaky, especially with Franz in some of these games. He'd be going like 1 for 9, and Giannis doesn't really have that. But obviously, it's Giannis. If you could get him, you get him. If I was Milwaukee, I would want Franz in that somehow.
Yeah.
If Franz was going away, I would kind of feel better about it, because then it's like, all right, we have 2 guys now that we could build around, and you still have to establish that spacing and make that a priority. But with all 3 of them guys, that's tough.
It'll be ugly.
Yeah, I don't know how much money you have to work around that to like add shooters and shit.
Sure. Well, they got KCP, the big addition that they had this
You got to wake the fuck up.
Ooh.
The savior of the Orlando Magic, the great 3-point shooter that they brought in.
God.
I was talking on our pod today. I was like, man, it was just a weird team put together. I mean, obviously Franz and Paula were doing work, but Corey Joseph in 2025 should not be a starting point guard a playoff team. And, and again, I know people got hurt, but it's like, my God, that was rough. And then, KCP shooting like 35% from 3 or even worse than that, whatever it was.
Worse.
Way less.
Okay.
Worse.
I was trying to be
He shot
nice.
like
35 ain't
17%,
bad.
bro.
But,
Well, that was after like game 2 or 3.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can pull it up.
Because last episode, we was talking about who's the worst starter in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I said KCP.
And someone
He
said
shot
Fred.
he He shot 26%.
26%. Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
That is disgusting. I swear
From the field and from three.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But no, I don't know what they do. I think it's going to be every year is bring in 3-point shooters. I don't know Malik Beasley's contract is. I'm not really sure if he's available, or even Tobias. You got to bring somebody that shoots threes, and hope and pray that it works out. Maybe they can just be like the Bucks and bring in a different like shooting guard every year and see if it works.
That Anthony Simons, what you were talking about, Jordan, earlier, that's a good fit. It's a guy who can put up 25 to 30, still young, athletic, has got experience playing as a starter now that Dame left. I think that would be a good fit.
And they got Chilean guards there too, so they could get rid of one.
Right.
I'm saying get rid of two of them. And the thing is, that's not even an original thought from me. People have been saying this for the whole of like the past 12 months. And I don't know if they've tried and it just hasn't worked. But it's like there's not even rumblings of it. There's no rumors of it. And it's like everyone can see this is like, I don't want to say like the savior, but everyone can see this is gonna help you out like incredibly. And they're just like, no, we're good. Let's run out Anthony Black.
Yeah.
Let's just throw Anthony Black out there.
It was okay, but not
moving me.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah, because the pick aside guys really wanted that trade to happen too. And that was just a trade that was always, rumored around with like the social media, but somehow Orlando never looked at social media to make that trade, I guess. So it was weird. Or Portland really wants him, I guess. I don't know.
You know what gets me tight now? Looking back, fucking Orlando passing on Grady Dick in the draft. They needed him, bro. I mean, I know he's shown now that he's more than a shooter.
Yeah,
but he would have been really good for Orlando. I don't know why they took Jet Howard to this day.
God, he has done nothing for that team. And Grady, man, he was showing signs of being a potential just regular starter in Toronto.
Yeah,
obviously because they were hurt and banged up. So he was balling for a little while. I don't know.
Maybe they shop him.
Yeah,
right.
Brought in BI.
Yeah, something. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Oh my God, he didn't play a second.
That's such a weird team built together too, isn't it? Like RJ Barrett, Quickly, and Ingram, and then Scotty,
and Jakob Poeltl's a beast.
Such a weird team on paper,
right?
And the thing is too, and I brought this up to Justin when they were like close to getting that number one pick. I'm like, what do they do if they get Cooper Flag? Like seriously, you got to trade two of those wings. Not even just one. You got to trade two.
Yeah.
So I don't. But I think no matter who they get, like I think you should start shopping Grady Dick, and he's gonna get you more than Quickly. And I love Quick, but I'm just being honest. You're gonna get more value out of a Grady Dick trade.
And the contract is a lot for Quickly too.
Yeah.
They pay him a lot of money over there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Knicks legend.
Hey, I'll take him back.
Yes.
I'll take him back for the bench.
A cool 14, 3-3.
Bro,
As a backup point guard.
I'll throw him back on the bench. We need anything on the bench right now.
Him or Deuce.
Quick.
That was fast.
I'll never forget the game 2 years ago in Boston with no Brunson, and he dropped like 38.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that game.
I love Quick.
Yeah.
I mean, even when the trade happened with OG, you could ask Justin in the group chat. I love RJ, but it wasn't even losing RJ that killed me. It was losing Quick.
Nah, I was more sad about RJ.
I was more sad about Quick. I was like, damn, we're losing Quick in this trade too. We couldn't throw somebody else. It had to be Quick. So it was like, oh man. Damn, now Orlando gotta do something though. Like grab a Grady Dick, grab a Simons, grab anything, grab a shot creating guard that could shoot from three.
Yeah.
I know you guys mentioned Beasley, but again, I mean,
he can't create his own shot.
Players just talk, but he seems really, really happy where he's at. So I don't even think he's leaving.
I think he's from like Michigan area too, or really close to it. So it's almost like just kind of homebred for him there. So he doesn't want to leave.
And he begged them too. He said, please don't trade me at the deadline. Literally, he said, please don't trade me. So I don't even think he wants to leave anyway. So that's kind of an option off the table.
Yeah, last episode I said that Orlando got to take the Detroit approach. Not only do they got to get a guard that could create their own shot, hit threes, and put pressure on the rim, they got to get other shooters. Like this notion of just getting one shooter and just being like our problems are solved. That's it. We see what's going on with that with KCP. They got him and it was like, oh, we all good. No, they got to get a Tim Hardaway Jr., Malik Beasley, a Tobias. They got to get more guys in there. Who those guys are, I don't know, but they need a guard and multiple shooters.
Right.
Yeah, looking at the kind of, I'm looking at Sports Track right now for free agent guards, and I mean, there's the obvious like Kyrie Irving, James Harden, but after that, it drops down pretty far. I mean, Luke Kennard's available; he's going to be a free agent this offseason. You got
I would take that.
I would take that easily.
Yeah.
Malik Beasley, but again, what you guys were saying about him staying in Detroit, I will say I was really happy when he turned that ball over for them to lose the game. Won't lie. Yeah, I mean Seth Curry. I mean, I'm just throwing out like 3-point shooters, but again, we need them to actually put the ball on the floor and do something else with it. But there's not many guards available. This free agent class free agents aren't really strong in my opinion.
Oh no, it's ass. You just say it straight up. It's ass.
Yeah,
It's garbage.
You got the high guys, obviously the A1, and then it drops off pretty fast.
I would just grab Luke Kennard, and then again swing for Simons, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that. We fixed the Orlando Magic. All right,
We did.
next.
so I wish it was so easy, bro. I wish it was that easy. Since you did mention Malik Beasley, we might as well talk about the Pistons, man. And I'll start because I'm gonna big up us first. I don't even want to talk about Detroit yet. I'm gonna big up ourselves because what a shot by Mr. Jalen Brunson, number 11, the second king of New York. I think people kind of got to chill calling the undisputed king. We still got Aaron Judge, but number 11, king in his own right, dropping off Asar, one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. Big, physical. Even Brunson, after in the postgame said, yeah, he was giving a lot of problems this whole series. Dropping him off, taking that shot. Me, to be honest, I'm gonna be real. I didn't trust the shot. I was screaming at the TV. I said, "Get him a screen! Get him a screen! Get him a screen!" No screen coming. Still took it down though. Like y'all said too. Malik Beasley, poetry in motion. Everything comes around.
Yes.
You're doing a lot of this on Twitter.
Yep.
Who's the one to fumble the ball? You did.
Yep.
Where was all this? You doing your little shake. Where was that? Where was the shimmy at? There was no shimmy.
Yep.
There was no shimmy. You packed your bags and you took your ass home.
Love it.
And this was with Cat struggling.
Right.
You guys got packed up by Brunson. You guys got packed up by Kale. I ain't trying to hear nothing. And this just solidified that Brunson is the best point guard in the East. By far. And I don't know if you guys saw like my little mini rant, but it was just like when it came to the predictions for everybody saying, oh, it's going to be the Pistons because the Knicks lost. They're 0-10 versus the top teams. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't remember the Pistons being a top team anyways, right? I'm sorry. I forgot about that part. I forgot that they won 59 games and they're the 1 seed. But I digress. But I said, you know, they were the popular pick. They were the fun pick, you know. Like, can we trust this Knicks team? Was Brunson not the best playoff player last year? And he just did it again this year? I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised at all. But I will give a round of applause to Detroit for even giving us problems and taking us to 6. I said we're gonna win in like 5. I might have said 5 or 6. I never entertained any talks of Game 7. But they did their thing. They kept it close every single time. My next steps for them, I wouldn't even do any drastic changes, to be honest with you guys. They're doing things correctly. Don't touch something that's already going right. That's my own opinion.
Yeah, we kind of touched on them today when we talking about the losers, and the Pistons were that team where like you just got to get healthy, man. I think Stewart was out. He didn't play any minutes of this series. He's a backup big. I know he likes to fight everybody, but he's still a good defender. I saw Paul Reed out there. I don't think he should be getting any playoff minutes in the nicest way. And then Jaden Ivey. I mean, he's another creator for that team. Once he's back next year, I think that team is going to be problems. And if they bring back Dennis Schroeder as well, he's goofy, but he's those 3 point guards are going to be insane, I think.
Dennis was frying.
He was.
He was, man.
He
He's
tried.
experienced.
He's a good basketball player. I'll give him that.
It's been
And
bounced around.
He
it's
really
funny too. Because what did you call him, Justin? You called him a con man?
You called him that.
Okay, well, I try to blame you for it. But yeah, he kind of was a con man because he'll do great on bad teams and then be trash. I mean, we saw what happened when he got moved earlier, but he did do his thing though, especially on Brunson and then offensively too. So yeah, keep him around.
I would
Just
just
let
say-
everybody do their thing.
Yeah.
Just say get healthy, man. That's all. That's all
Yeah.
the Pistons really need to do.
Before Justin even gives his take, though, I want to pose a question. How much of a difference would Jaden Ivey make in the
Another-
series?
I mean, more points. He's just another creator for Cade with the ball in his hand. I think I like Jaden Ivey a lot. I think he's a very good basketball player. I was blessed to keep up with him before he got hurt on my fantasy basketball team, and he was doing numbers. It was really sad for him to go down. I know he was cleared. Obviously, he didn't play, but I think it would have maybe 7. I don't know, but I still would have taken the Knicks if Jaden Ivey was available.
Agreed. Definitely
appreciate that.
still Knicks for sure. And that's the thing, if Ivy's coming back, then maybe Cade doesn't, have the type of series he had, and his numbers dip a little bit. So there's always a trade-off there. It's different basketball too. When Cade's got the ball and it's only him, the primary ball handler, it's a very different team than when Jaden Ivey's out there and Cade can space the floor a little bit differently. So who knows how it would have paired up against the Knicks.
What you think, Justin?
Yeah, I mean, I think Jaden Ivey, for everything that Mason said, like, he's gonna put more pressure on the rim, and with the shooters that they got, that's another guy you have to deal with, and it opens up the floor. So I think it would have been a major difference. I still would have picked the Knicks because I have faith, but I think this shit would have went down to the wire, probably go 7 games. But yeah, they shouldn't make any drastic changes. Wait for Ivy to come back. Stewart will be healthy next year. I think they had James Wiseman. I don't know if anybody's moved by
For a
that.
little bit.
Yeah. He was there at the start of the season. I think he tore his Achilles, but
Yeah.
it never hurts to have that many big men. But I'm not gonna cut a promo on the Pistons like I did on the Sixers last year.
Why not, bro? That was my favorite part when we beat Philly. That when you cut the crazy promo.
It's because a lot of that promo though was on the Sixers players. I don't have no beef with the Pistons players.
Right. That's
Like,
fair. That's
The,
fair.
most of the promos I was cutting on TikTok was the people in the comments when I said Brunson was the best player in the series, and they looked at me crazy. I kind of got some of that out of my system, but yeah, like you can't really discredit Jalen Brunson anymore. I don't know what else people have to see, because last year's playoff series was like it showed me everything I had to see. I don't know why people had to just disregard that. And he did it again. 31.5 points a game in the series. Hit the shot for us to advance. And he literally is like a fucking superhero for us, yo. Like at the end, game 4, getting hurt. He went to the locker room. People was like, he wasn't hurt. He went to just go get his cape. Like, like that's really what he's been doing, just saving us. And it's crazy that a guy 6'1", 6'2", literally putting the team on his back and doing these heroic things in the playoffs. It's insane. Like, he shouldn't even be doing these things, and him being hobbled and him fucking limping and shit, and he still goes out there and he will give you 40. So this is more of I appreciate Jalen Brunson. Like all the bad years of being a Knicks fan, and it's just like getting him. It's like, yo, I would have never thought in a million years that he would turn into this player. And I'm just happy and grateful that we have this guy on our team. Because, like, bro, even if we never, like, win a championship with him, I'm going to always be appreciative of it. Just because, like, all the moments he's given us already.
Since you did mention Brunson, this is a question that well, not really a question, debate I've seen on Twitter. Can we finally, after last year, all right, the discussion was, all right, let him do it again. Then we got the debate. I think the debate is closed, bro. He's better than Melo here.
I was just about to say
I
that.
was gonna throw the question out to you
Same,
guys
same.
actually if he's
It's
the best.
over.
Okay, I love
It's
that.
over. It's over.
Melo won 1 playoff series.
Okay, Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. That is
It's
very
crazy that
fair.
we're all thinking the same thing.
And I love Melo.
Yeah,
Me too.
I mean, you gotta love Melo as a Knicks fan. So yeah, I agree. It's definitely Brunson in my opinion.
Yes, he's the past 2 seasons. I think he's shown it. And like Justin just said, one playoff series ain't gonna cut it.
Man, I'm just trying to think. Wow, he might be top 5. And I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of not a good thing considering we've been here since the start of the league. But he might be top 5, bro.
I don't
mean,
know
it's
how
really,
he's doing it.
it's really just the captain, Willis Reed, then it's Clyde, Pat, and it's really him. He's really number 4, to be honest with you. And there's no other competition for him. It's no Melo.
No.
I'm sorry, that's over. I think he's better than Bernard King too.
Yeah.
So
And Bernard King was
yes.
a dog too.
He was
he
nice.
was a dog too. He was a dog too. But I'm taking Brunson at this point in time.
God, and just the timing and everything and what he's just the timing of his shots and the clutchness is undeniable. Clutch player of the year for a reason. And he literally showed
Yes.
it days after he gets that award. On the road in Detroit, nonetheless. Unreal.
Deservedly so. After getting called a flopper too by the
Yo,
whole crowd.
my favorite bucket outside of the shot was the one where he was like, when he was about to fall down on Schroeder. Yo, that was crazy.
He'll give it to you and talk to you too. That's another thing. He's not soft.
The
Gotta
layup
add
under the
this.
basket too.
Yeah,
That
Lay,
crazy-ass layup
lay
under the
package is
basket.
nice. Very nice.
gotta add that to the Brunson legacy games.
Oh, absolutely, bro. This is probably his best one ever.
I was
Nah,
gonna say
the 47 in Philly in Game 4. That's still number 1 to me.
I think this is better, bro.
That shit was insane.
Ooh, live update. Okay, Jaylen Brown's knee is trending in the right direction. I love Jaylen Brown, but
Fuck.
damn, of course, of course. I'm not even surprised at this point, bro. I'm really not even surprised. It happens every single time. Right, Justin? Every single time people got to come back and feel good right against us.
Yeah,
Regular
it's
season,
always
not
against
playoffs.
us or the Lakers.
Yeah, it's us and the Lakers. Yeah.
Dude,
I mean, look at
the
Embiid.
Lakers thing for sure. I swear.
The Lakers
Those,
thing
like,
is real.
underdog, like they send me alerts on like playoffs or players like injuries and stuff. I swear this guy didn't play for 2 weeks and now he's just all of a sudden good and then he doesn't play the next game. It's like, okay, guys, we're seeing what you're doing. We're seeing
It's
what you're
every
doing.
time. It's every single time, bro.
Yeah.
It's not a coincidence anymore. They're doing it on purpose. There's no coincidences at all, and it's kind of getting ridiculous. And it does happen to us too.
Yeah.
Because Harden's debut, because also debuts too. Harden's debut was against us as a
Clipper.
as a Clipper.
And I remember I got mad at him for it.
Yeah,
Did he torture
you
you guys?
No, he played like shit.
Oh, okay. He
But
just
still,
yeah,
we're
they-
like, of course he's gonna do it against us because he sat out a couple games and then he was like, you know what, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back against the Knicks. I'm gonna debut against the Knicks. It's like, of course you're gonna do that. You do it. Y'all want to do this every single time against us. I don't appreciate it. It's getting annoying. I mean,
feel
it's
like
just,
you guys get a lot of primetime games though, maybe, so that's maybe why he wanted to be on TNT or whatever it was. I don't see many Clipper games on TNT as much.
oh well, look what happened. You play like crap.
That's fair.
And deservedly so. Deservedly so. The last team that got eliminated, I'm gonna let Mason go first.
Love it.
I want you to talk about the Lakers.
Yeah, it just comes down to one thing and one thing only. Where's your big guy? Where's your young, big, athletic guy? Where's Mark Williams? God, oh my Lord. Dude, it showed. I mean, just seeing Jackson Hayes sitting there. Jackson Hayes, athletic, whatever. Could be a good player. I don't know. I don't really watch enough Jackson Hayes, but they need someone. Because if you're letting Rudy Gobert put a 2020 game on your head, I don't like Rudy Gobert. Got to respect his game, but 27 points for Rudy Gobert? Come on. So they got to find a big, young dude who can give, Luka an option to throw oops up to, because Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively, it was working, and it showed because they made the finals. So they need a big guy.
I'm not gonna lie, too, just real quick. I'm just gonna get this out the way. It's kind of getting a little bit frustrating that people were saying like, "Oh, they lost because of Luka's defense." Yeah, it's his defense. That's why they lost, not the fact that nobody could grab a rebound over Gobert and he had damn near 30 rebounds.
Yeah. There
It's
was
his defense that's the problem. Like, come on.
there was definitely a lot of reasons why the Lakers weren't very successful. The bigs, switching on to Luka and Reeves every time because they would go 3 bigs on the court. I'm considering McDaniel's a big because he's 6'8", and that was the 5 for the Lakers. They just picked on those 2 the whole game. I mean, it was insane. This offseason, it's get a big, Luka get healthy or whatever. Make sure you're able to play 40 minutes because that's what they're going to need unless they bring a lot of people in. Because coming next year, he's the GOAT, but you can't really rely on a 40-year-old to put up so many perfect numbers every game, in my opinion.
And
Trade
that's
Austin
the other
Reeves
thing.
for a Walker Kessler or something. Make that work somehow.
Walker Kessler. Yeah. Good luck trading with Danny Ainge.
Well, now, yeah, I guess after
True.
that, but
You're going to have to cut off your foot to even have a chance to call him. Seriously.
Right.
He doesn't let you do anything.
Stingy as hell.
Look what happened with the Donovan Mitchell thing. He didn't even want to give us a chance no matter what we gave him. We could have gave him $20 million cash in a briefcase, and he still would have said no.
yeah, he's kicking himself for that Luka trade too. He had no idea.
Yeah, he got backdoored.
He
Oh, well.
Yeah.
He real life got backdoored. It was ridiculous. Justin, what do you think is kind of like the next steps and kind of just how you felt overall about the series? Because I think we both had the Lakers winning.
Yeah, and I kind of feel shitty, bro. Just because I went with the overall star power, but while I was making my pick, I was like, the Timberwolves could win the series because they're just deeper. They have the size that could bother the Lakers, and that's really the main thing that they're gonna have to address in the offseason. They're gonna have to get that big man. They might fuck around and need 2 big men, like a starting caliber one, and then just some guy you could just throw out there just so in case this guy gets hurt or he's in foul trouble. Because I don't think one big man is just gonna save the day. They're gonna need multiple options. They do have something there with their small lineup, and they could go to that. But they got to take notes from the 2020 Lakers. I love that team because they was able to play in different ways. They could go small. They could go big. They had McGee, Davis, Dwight. They had a bunch of guys. So any way they wanted to play, they was able to do that. And this team literally has to play small. Rui and LeBron, that's their go-to crunch time. Those 2 guys. So they just have to be able to get guys to complement Luka.
They should trade for Mark Williams.
God, that went well.
Just do it, dude. Dalton's Connect. He played a lot in that playoff series. I'll tell you that.
Oh boy, Connect 4, bro.
Such a cool nickname for him to not get any burn. Pissed me off.
My thing is, can Dwight be the first person to come out of retirement and be a Hall of Famer and play in the NBA?
He's playing in Taiwan, right, dude? He's in 3-point contest over there right now, dude. He's killing it.
I'm just saying, give him this will be his 4th stint. Give him a 4th stint, at this point in time. First Hall of Famer to come out of retirement and get burned. And you know what? I wouldn't even blame him.
Yeah, he was.
Awesome.
They need any big, bro. Any big. Any caliber of big. And that might sound hyperbolic, but you had no bigs at all. You just had Jackson Hayes. So at this point, I would take anything.
Yeah.
I would give JaVale McGee a call. I don't even know where he is.
Would you throw a bag at Miles Turner?
There's no way they could get him. There's no way.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
If it was possible, absolutely. But there's no way they could get him.
It's too valuable.
Maybe they can go after Cornette.
Cornette.
Wow.
Dude, Miles Turner has been in trade talks since Obama was in office. That's not happening.
Yeah.
Looking at the free agents for the centers, man, it's not any better. I mean, you got Miles Turner, Naz Reid, who's going to get a bag, and then it goes Clint Capella.
Clint Capella.
Rob Clint.
Bro, he's a buck. I need him. We need a bag, dude. Hopefully. I mean, Clint Capella would be sick in LA, though. I won't lie. Or Kevon Looney. Bring him back to Milwaukee.
God.
Dude, Clint Capella looked like a star there. Look what Harden did with him. I know he's much older now, but like, geez, dude.
15 and 15 nightly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That would be a great ass pickup for them. I would give them an A if that's their
100%.
offseason move.
Yeah.
They just need that, and I'm gonna need a little bit more defense too. I'm not going. I'm gonna need a little bit more defensive pieces if I'm LA. If it's possible to do that, hey man, I'll entertain the contender talks again because I'm a little bit disappointed that I'm talking you guys up at the end of March saying y'all are gonna be in the conference finals, and you have Anthony Edwards just come out, basically look like the NBA's version of a young Randy Orton and just take out every single legend year by year. That's why I kind of hope he faces Steph in the next round, even though I want the Rockets to win. I kind of just want to, at this point, just take out every legend and just keep going on.
Resume would be insane.
Let him keep that legend killer gimmick, bro. I'm kind of rocking with that at this point in time, that because he's not even self-proclaimed, but I do think a lot of people were sleeping on the Wolves. I don't even view this as a crazy upset either. I think a lot of people are blowing it out of proportion because you got to remember the 8 seed had 48 wins. You know, like these guys were separated by 1 or 2 wins. Yeah, it's a 3-6 matchup. The 3 should win, but the 3 seed had 1 or 2 more wins.
Right.
Like it's not as crazy of a upset as people are really trying to make it. And the Bron expectations, man, are ridiculous.
He's gonna have that
ridiculous
tires, man, which is kind of scary.
What comes with the name?
Yep.
It's stupid though.
We have a buddy that's he's a Jordan guy, and we were in a heated debate, and we're like, well, dude, he's not putting up as many points and putting the team on his back as much because he's 40. He's like, well, but he's LeBron James. I'm like, bro, you can't really rely on a 40-year-old to carry a franchise, in my opinion.
Like in any sport either, to be honest with you.
Right.
I'm just trying to pull up Bron's numbers anyways, because he didn't even do garbage. Like, I mean, the last game he did leave me wanting more, but it's like, oh, so your buddy wasn't impressed with 25, 9, and 6.
It's just, I mean, he wasn't looking for that, but it was all the fourth quarter stuff.
It was the fourth quarter that was just
fumbled.
Luka, Magic, and LeBron were not very good in the fourth quarters for any of these games. I won't lie. So
Luka really let me down. I could say that much. Like Bron didn't really let me down. It was more so Luka.
He was just good. But he made it up on the defensive side. That's why I think LeBron gives a little bit of leeway. Just Luka, no points, and was getting switched on and scored on every time they came down the court in the fourth, which Anthony Edwards was hunting him, and it was really funny to see.
Mason, real quick, why don't you let Gobert?
I don't know. I just think his attitude. I mean,
dude.
God, he's got what 4 Defensive Players of the Year awards. I mean, it's ridiculous how good he's on the defensive end. I think he just talks smack a lot, and whenever we played him on the Jazz, I did not appreciate how he, battled with Giannis. I thought he was kind of an asshole. So I've just always had, a hatred. Well, not a hatred. That's a big word, but just a dislike for Rudy Gobert.
Hate's okay, man. Nothing wrong with hate.
I mean, yeah. I wouldn't say I hate Rudy Gobert. Like I hate Jason Tatum.
Damn.
Yeah, I sell hate over here. Jason Tatum, Paul George, Klay Thompson. Justin, who am I missing? That's like my big 3 though.
Kuzma?
Yeah, but like that one's kind of like a joke though. That one's kind of bullying at this point,
Not yet. Tatum, Clay, Paul George. That's like the big 3 right there.
That's the big 3. It was like Tobias Harris kind of.
Why is it Paul George?
Oh, Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons, yeah.
Ben Simmons. Why Paul George? I was a big Paul George guy, and I'll never forget this. Before 16, 17, I'm so much of a nerd, bro. Even before even thinking of doing this, before seasons, I would write out and like my iPhone notes or whatever phone I had notes at the time, like, yo, here's who's going to win MVP, whatever. I had Paul George winning the 16-17 MVP. I really thought this man was MVP caliber. And this man would just let me down year by year, then go into the playoffs, talk so much. They don't know about playoff P, this, and that. Oh, I need to get the ball for the last shot. You brick it worse than CJ Miles. You're a consistent playoff dropper. People like to glaze the whole, oh, what about 2019? MVP G13. Where was the MVP award? Why are you calling him MVPG? You didn't get no MVP that year. You finished third. One time. And he's one of those guys where I tell Justin all the time here and in private too. I get tired of like the bad talking, the aesthetic talk. I care about production. You know, I don't care how it looks and how you get it. 2 points is 2 points, 3 points is 3 points. I don't care if you're a smooth operator, especially if it doesn't mean anything in the postseason. And I'll never forget when we first started this, before Shea even made the playoffs on the Thunder, I said Shea's the best player in this trade. Before Shea even finished top 5 in MVP, when I said Shea's the best player in this trade, looking back at the trade, this was a mistake. And, you know, obviously got clowned. 2 years later, what does it look like? Because Paul George, it wasn't even based on, I think Shea was going to be an MVP. It's that Paul George has been letting you guys down every postseason except 2021. He just let you down every single time. You blow a 3-1 lead, and you let Pat Bev outscore you in the fourth quarter of a Game 7.
Pat Bev.
That is embarrassing. You can't let that happen when you're a so-called superstar of your era. That's why I can't stand Paul George. And the podcast stuff just on top of it.
Podcast.
Talking about I want to be on my bully, talking all this, don't do that, play that garbage. I made a bet with one of our boys, Dequan, on here. I obviously won. That one wasn't well received either. I said he's not going to average 20 points. We'll bet on it. We'll bet a bottle on it. Easily cleared it.
It was
He
like
didn't even
15.
average 18.
Yeah, it was like 15 points, I
Easily
think.
cleared it.
Right.
Paul George, man, I feel like I think it's mostly his mentality, bro. He should have been much more than what he was, and that's part of my issue with him. Playoff dropper, talks but doesn't deliver. More people care about his aesthetic than production, and I think his mentality really just held him back from being as great as he really should have been. So that's always been my major criticism of Paul George. I think Paul George is on the top of my list.
Damn.
For years now.
Damn.
Dude, damn. It's a podcast, dude. As soon as he started a podcast, his production just went down. And then he's like, yeah, man, I'm gonna stop this podcast and we're gonna go insane for the Sixers. Obviously, you saw how that team did the rest of the season.
Terrible.
So yeah, that was I could see why you don't like Paul George. That's funny. I just wanted to know.
I have my reasons for each guy, so they're all different. It's so funny, but
I love it. Everyone hates a certain player. It's great.
I just have too many. That's what it is. I just hate too. Oh, John Morant too.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
Poor Ja.
no, it's okay.
Yeah.
Right too, but we're not even gonna extrapolate on that.
Oh man.
We'll just talk about the Game 7s instead before I get in trouble. Let's talk about this Nuggets and Clippers game. What you guys got for tonight?
I got the Clippers. I took the Clippers when the series started. I think this is the best series of the first round, in my opinion. I got the Clippers winning. Kawhi is going to have a generational game. He's going to have a big game. I hate that it's back in Denver with the altitude merchant Jokic, but I think the Clippers still get it done.
Altitude merchant. Wow. Okay. That's a new one.
It's our joke over here, man.
I've never heard that. All right. Fair enough. Mason?
I got the Clips as well. I think I took Clippers in 6 originally before the series started. So I'm just going to give them an extra game. Clippers in 7. Like Brennan said, tough that it is in Denver. So you're not going to have the home crowd playing behind you. But Kawhi Leonard in elimination games, the stats don't lie. So can he do it again? We'll see. I really do think that no one on that Denver side can stop him. So hopefully 35, 8-5 kind of game coming in. And Zubats is going to have to play the best defense of his life tonight.
Justin.
Well, I'm riding with the Clippers because that was my pick originally. I had Clippers in 7, but I don't really like care who wins. Like I don't have a horse in this race. But I am kind of excited for what Jokic might do tonight.
Yeah,
we might see some all-time shit today. So I'm just excited to see that. Hopefully Kawhi also answers the bill and they could go toe-to-toe and we get one of those classic Dawkins duels.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. I'm still rocking with Clippers in 7 though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's gotta be a Kawhi and Jokic game for sure, and then it just depends on the second star. If Jamal Murray shows up, or if James Harden shows up, I think that's going to be a factor.
That's the scary part. James Harden showing up for Game 7 on the
Yeah.
road.
Jamal Murray has had his ups and downs of this series too. I know he had the 43 piece. I love Jamal Murray, and he's capable of putting up points. So everyone's just got to be. It's sad to say, everyone's just got to be perfect tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
I hate all three of you guys. I'm going with the Nuggets.
Oh,
In the Game 7, I'm always going to take the best player in the world, though what I hope to be the 4-time MVP. Give me Jokic.
Yeah.
Give me like 38 points. Like 14, like a light 14, 15 rebounds. Light for him.
It's disgusting.
I know.
You know, he's not going to really be playmaking too much. They're going to hold him down to like 8. That's fine, but he's going to do his thing. He's not going to get stopped. And like we all know, altitude merchant apparently. Let him take advantage of the altitude then.
Exactly.
He's at home. Let him fry.
Yep.
I'm more than confident he's going to do his thing. I think Jamal Murray's at least going to get you 25. It's about also, I understand second star setting up is very important, but it's also about the rest of the guys too for Denver. I'm going to need Aaron Gordon to step up. I need MPJ to step up. I'm going to need my boy Christian Brown to step up a little bit too. I need everybody. There needs to be a hands and effort because I want to see Jokic versus Shea. This was my original pick 2 from the start to have the Nuggets win. I need to see Jokic go out there and beat the Thunder in round 2 and show why he's the best player and not Shea, and show that he's the real MVP.
Mhm.
That's what I got to see. And the only way we're going to see that is if Jokic wins tonight, which he is going to do, by the way.
He's gonna
I'm
show
sorry to
it.
tell you guys. You
That's
guys are going
fine.
to be disappointed. You guys are going to be very disappointed.
Hey, I'm not going to be disappointed.
No,
I'll tell you that.
Like Justin said, no horse in the race, just like he said.
We're
So,
also Laker fans, remember, so we don't really mess with the other LA team.
Or the Nuggets.
true.
That's fair.
God, yeah.
We're LeBron fans. We're not actually Lakers fans, so we really don't care.
Hey, man, or the Nuggets, to be honest with
Yeah,
you. But
that's serious.
hey,
My God.
you a mile in the sky, man. Give me Jokic, hey, Kawhi, Harden, Norman Powell. You guys will be struggling to breathe in that Game 7.
Hey, man, I'm
Right.
telling you. I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
You guys are going to be very disappointed. I'll be back. I'll be back here. And if you guys are right, you won't see me.
Wow.
You won't see me. I'll be hiding. Because my Jokic propaganda for all year, this is very important to me. I've been pushing this all year. It's very important to me.
We agree too.
I've seen it, man. I love it.
We wanted Jokic to be MVP, and we thought so. The numbers, the season, but it's it's going to go different.
Narratives, story matters more than who's really the best player in comparison to other sports, It's all about how a player makes you feel and not how good they are, apparently.
Everyone's thinking it.
What about with the Warriors and the Rockets, man? I can't believe this is really happening. I can't believe it. I'm gonna let Justin start this time. I can't believe it, bro.
Yeah, bro. I originally had Golden State in 7, but the way the series is played out is not the way I expected. Like I expected it to be like a tough fight throughout. Like Rockets take a game here, and it's just 2-2 series. No, that hasn't been the case. It looks like Golden State was the better team in the first 4 games, and now we're all expecting Golden State to close it out. And now here comes Houston, forcing a game 7, and a big part of that is Fred VanVleet. Like, the way he listened to the last episode, bro, because we was cooking him the last episode based on how bad he was. The last 3 games, he's averaging 26.7 points per game, 5.3 assists, and listen to these splits: 59, 66, 100% splits. Like he's playing out of his mind right now. Do I think it's sustainable? No, but they're playing at home in a game 7. We'll see what happens, but it's hard for me to bet against Stephen Curry in a game 7. Just I can't bet against that man. And And I'm a guy who like I picked the Warriors, but I'm rooting for Houston. So I want Houston to win, but I can't bet against Steph Curry. I just can't.
Yeah, I took the Rockets from the jump. That was my pick, and I also was on that train of shitting on Fred for the first 3-ish games or 4 or whatever it was, and then he like you said hurt us and has been playing out of his mind. Do I think he'll do that in Game 7? No, but then you got Jalen Green that hasn't been playing the greatest, so he could also go off.
He's due for one.
He really is. It's like every 4
Jeez.
games. So like you just gotta hope that one of those two shows up. Sengun is gonna go at Draymond. That matchup is always insane. And then Steven Adams, just give me 12 offensive rebounds and Rockets take it. That's my pick, and that's who I'm going with.
Yeah, I had Warriors in 6 to start, but Jimmy happened, and now Steven Adams is coming into the question, playing 31 minutes, grabbing offensive rebounds, shooting 16 free throws, and making 9 of them. Give me the Rockets in this game, the momentum going back home. I think the fact that they're at home is a huge, huge swing for the Rockets. If they had to go to Game 7 in California, I would give the advantage to Golden State and their fans, but Houston, man, down 3-1, all the momentum's on their side. It's a Warriors game to lose, and I think they're gonna.
Justin, you're scared to bet against Steph. That's crazy. Well, I'll let you go, Brennan.
I was just gonna say, there's no way that Curry blows a 3-1 lead again, right?
Right.
Hey,
I would hope not.
Right,
hey,
right. And then like
You,
Steven Adams.
you know why I'm scared to bet against Curry? Because I picked that garbage ass Kings team to beat him 2 years ago, and he dropped 50 on them in Game 7
That's
on the
fair.
road.
That's fair.
True.
That's fair.
Can't doubt him. It's really tough too. It's really tough to bet against him.
anyways, I'm gonna take the Rockets, Justin,
There we go.
because that was really irrelevant for you to even bring that up. That was a different Warriors team. You didn't even have to do all that.
Oh yeah, he's a Kings fan.
Yeah, like you didn't even have to do all that.
Stuff.
But again, anyways, give me the Rockets, bro. Yes, I am gonna bet against Steph because we've seen this before. 3-1 up, 4-3 down. It's gonna happen again, bro. And I'm gonna love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna love it, bro. You know who I'm texting first, Justin. You know
Oh,
exactly who I'm texting
Who,
first.
Bryce?
Yeah, I'm texting Bryce ASAP because he wanted to talk so much. He said, "Oh, look, Bron already lost in the first round when Curry was up 3-1." Let's see what happens now. I mean, this kid says that Curry's top 5 all time. So oh man, this is gonna close the door on all that.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
I mean, he's also like 16, but
Okay, there we go. That makes more sense.
but fair enough. It's our boy's little brother, fair enough, but still like ridiculous. Give me the young guns. I'm not really betting on Jalen Green, to be honest with you guys. I'm betting on Fred to continue his run. I'm betting on Sengun to stay consistent. I'm betting on Amen to do his thing on both sides. And if Jalen Green can provide something, a cool 20, that's a plus. That's a bonus. And everything else, like, it just has to go their way. In terms of the Warriors, man, I'm not worried about anybody not named Curry and Jimmy offensively, because look what just happened last game. Who did anything besides them offensively? Nobody. The only thing you can do is just feed them the ball.
Yeah, I mean, AirPods has been going off here like every 3 games. I mean, that's when they won those like first few games, but he hasn't really been doing anything since that. So maybe he needs to be a little bit more aggressive, I guess. I don't know. Just trying to think of something, I guess. Because Draymond's not going to probably put up 20. Now he's probably going to do that as soon as I say that. But I don't know. Someone's got to be aggressive on the Warriors side besides Curry and Butler.
Who do you think is going to be the one to step up?
Kuminga makes a return.
I was about to make the joke. You guys think the cum bucket's going to do anything?
No, he looked lost as soon as he got put out there. I guess I'll just throw a AirPods, dude. Pods. He's got to have at least 18 for them to have a chance, I think. And that's what Curry and Butler actually. well, Curry's been amazing, but Butler, he needs at least 25 tonight, I think. Or they both need to lock down on defense.
We're gonna see, man. I mean, pods, like you said, it's up or down. You're gonna get 20. You're gonna get 8.
Yep.
I hope we're getting the 8 version.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
I think Moody's gonna give you like a cool 10. I don't think he's gonna do anything that's popping off the paper. I think Buddy Hield's gonna play trash. I think he's gonna be straight garbage. He's gonna be straight garbage.
History will tell you that he probably will play like garbage.
He's gonna be garbage.
Yeah.
Hey man, why not give Knicks legend Kevin Knox a shot?
He can
Wow.
score, man. He's a bucket. Put him in the corner instead of Gary Payton. Gary Payton standing in the corner. He can't
I
shoot.
think you're using bucket very loosely, bro. Very, very, very loosely.
In the
He could get a bucket in the summer league.
I was gonna say, yeah. I
Summer
watched
league.
a lot of Kevin Knox, and summer league and on other teams, but yeah, maybe in LA Fitness or something. But
Oh, he would fry all of us in a 1v4.
Oh,
right, but like,
That's it.
dude, I thought Kevin Knox was gonna be good. I'm not gonna lie. When he was on the
We all
Pistons,
did.
Knicks, dude,
Not me.
no, dude, I
Not
thought
me.
he was
Did.
so good.
I bought into it, just I'm not gonna lie to you.
I
did.
was not high on him at all.
So then who'd you want originally? And don't lie.
2018 draft.
Yeah.
This probably sounds funny, but I wanted Colin Sexton.
I don't think that's terrible at all.
No. That 3v5 game is
Yeah, it still moves me to this day. Yeah,
Legendary.
40. He dropped
Legendary.
40 in that game.
so cool.
Bro, that's really one of the biggest G moments of all time, bro.
Right.
To play 3v5, and we'll probably never see that again in any level of hoops. 3v5, and you're hooping too. I'm trying to remember who I wanted in that draft, because I know in 17, I didn't want Frank, and I'm not gonna lie and say I wanted Donovan Mitchell. I wanted Dennis Smith Jr. badly, and I wanted Malik
Yeah,
Monk.
so did
'Cause
I.
I knew we weren't gonna get Fox. That was a pipe dream. That was never gonna happen. But I really wanted DSJ, and I really wanted Malik Monk. But I don't think I really want anybody specifically in 18. I would have loved Shea though. In hindsight,
Dude,
in
that
hindsight,
class is nasty.
yeah, and we just missed in an all-time
We
draft.
missed. I remember at
All-time
first
draft.
I wanted Trey Young, but I didn't think we was gonna pick high enough to get him.
Tough. Yeah.
And then I was like, realistically, Colin Sexton would be the one.
God, yeah.
And if we had the chance to, because he went right before us. I mean, I bet we would have taken him if he was on the board. But it's just like we could have gotten both Bridges. We could have gotten MPJ. We could have gotten Shea.
Right.
It was just bad, bro. It was just bad. We just missed. We just missed completely on there, bro.
Yeah, well, it's all right. You're talking to guys that, haven't hit a draft pick since 2013, so it's all right.
Yeah, but that 2013 pick is a top what, being conservative, like a top 25 player of all time, being
Right,
conservative.
Yeah. Best two-way player in the league, damn near. Yeah, he's
Remember Rashad Vaughn?
Rashad Vaughn, sharpshooter
Yeah.
from UNLV, baby. Oh, he was terrible.
Yeah, he
They were
was.
all terrible, dude.
Oh,
I think you guys should bring back Monte Ellis.
No, it should have been Curry, dude. That's what it should have been.
should have been Curry. I've got an Ellis jersey sitting in my car right now. Fun fact. That's actually hilarious. You just brought that up.
Yeah, that's I always have to get one random Monte Ellis reference because that's my guy.
Dog.
That's always going to be my guy.
Dog.
that.
Elite. No one knows about Monte.
Sadly,
Sadly is crazy.
dude, because I wanted Curry. Hindsight 2020. I wanted Curry.
Hey, you got one of the best buckets in the league at the time, bro. Come on.
We could have had the best shooter of all time.
Hey, but
It all works out.
you still had Monte. Monte was great. Monte and Brandon Jennings, bro, win 38 games or something like that.
Yeah. It was fun. Fun team.
It was fun for sure.
Great 2K12 team to play with. 2K13 team too. Like, come on,
Brandon
man.
Jennings in 2K was a dog, yo.
He was
2K13, yeah. Amazing, bro. Like, come on, Brandon. You can't complain too much. It happens. We could have had Curry too.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh my
We were
God.
supposed to.
I forgot about DJ Wilson.
DJ Wilson.
Like
Swaggy.
He
Swaggy, man.
sucked.
He was
Michigan
tough.
legend. Just looking at the first round picks from the Bucks from like 15.
I was literally just
I'm
about to
I'm
do
looking
that,
at it
not
right
to be
now.
a dick. Not to be a dick. I really want to do that
It's
right now.
actually so disgusting. I think Don Maker was in there too.
Don Maker was 10th overall.
They were trying to make a Giannis 2.0 so bad. That's what their idea was. They're like, oh, this guy's 7 feet and doesn't play basketball ever. Let's bring him in, and that obviously did not work. But
Damn, dude.
Joe Alexander.
This looks ugly.
what?
John Henson.
Henson was all right.
He wasn't that bad. He wasn't
big. He was a good big.
Serviceable.
He's not moving me, gentlemen. I'm so sorry to tell
No,
you.
100%.
He ain't moving me
He was
either.
just a player on our team.
Hey, hold on. Moving me though. All jokes aside, Larry Sanders.
Love
The goggles too.
Larry Sanders.
Oh,
It's just that he stepped away. That was the only issue. But
Malcolm
he stayed.
Brogdon in round 2.
That's
Yeah.
great.
We would get a guard and develop him and then
And
let
trade
him
him.
walk.
Yep.
Yeah, like Devo.
DiVincenzo.
DiVincenzo,
Oh my God.
3 years. See ya. Don't want to sign you.
Marjan.
He's ass. So that's all right.
That
Oh my
was-
God, guys, isn't he? Or is he? Is he with you guys?
He
Still?
is with us.
Yeah.
He's
We got Jericho now. Woo!
Jericho Sims.
Chris Jericho Sims, bro. Enjoy.
Come back to the team, please.
Hey, he's
Jordan.
got some
Him, bro.
highlights.
Jordan Noir, the garbage time superstar.
Pacers legend.
Right.
Yo, y'all got some picks, bro.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, it would be really cool to get these picks back, but it's like, would we do anything with these picks? Probably not.
No, we just would have missed elsewhere.
I mean, I'm trying to see who could you have gotten instead of Thon Maker. I mean, wow. Okay, let me not say that. Sabonis is right after him.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather have Sabonis. I would say.
I would hope so. I don't know
I
about
think.
I would really hope so. Torian Prince, even that's better than Thon Maker.
Right.
But you know,
Siakam was like at the end of that.
yeah, that's not fair.
It's a
You
little
know, like
bit- a little bit too
that's
far, but
that's
Yeah, that's
crazy.
that's
hindsight.
hindsight.
yeah. So Sabonis and
Giannis.
Giannis, though. Oh my God, that would have been sick.
Denzel Valentine would have been tough.
Oh my God.
Hey, you're shooting that.
Oh God, gross.
Oh, that's so funny.
I don't know, man. Besides, if you take out Giannis, damn, Justin, who's worse, them or us? Wow. In like the last 25 years.
He says, "Wow."
Oh,
We're
yeah.
bad, yo. We are
It's crazy looking at like how bad the drafts have been for both sides.
TJ Ford.
It's really just like
TJ
it's
Ford.
really just
baggy
trading.
ass shorts.
Baggy shorts
It's
legend.
both of these teams just trading for players that are good instead of developing. That's really what it is, especially for us. I don't know. I can't really speak for the Knicks as much, but
No, we suck. We suck at drafting, bro.
Yeah.
we just
We suck.
trade for people that suck or that are really good and just don't work out.
Yeah, we know. We've dealt with that a lot, and then we've you know, sat out on trades that would have really helped us out. Like we could have gone Kyle Lowry, and Kyle Lowry had his bags packed, and we just said, "Oh, no thanks."
Ugh.
They wanted to give us Kyle Lowry like in 2013, and then we said, "Oh, no thanks, we're good." Insanity.
Sick.
Yeah, because that's Lowry averaging like 18, 5, and 8 in 2013.
But what Raptor do we get, Justin? Let them know. What Raptor do we end up with from that era?
Damn. Wait, what year was that?
Come on, bro. You know, Big Pasta.
Oh my God. Andrea Bargnani.
Ugh.
Oh, former first, like, what was he, like the 6th pick or something like that?
No, he was number 1 pick.
I was saying number
Yeah,
one.
2004 or like
Number
6 or
one.
7. Yeah,
06, yeah.
That's
And
all
he
right.
was fucking ass.
He was terrible.
Oh, that
Draft
sucks.
For us.
Right,
I'll
yeah.
say
Yo,
for
like,
us.
yo, we have so many bad draft picks, like Frederick Weiss over Ron Artest.
Oh,
That's terrible. And then he didn't even come here because he got dunked on by Vince, and he was sad. I
Yeah.
understand.
I didn't know this was this like shit on each other's teams kind of podcast. I'm kind of liking this so far.
But I mean, this is just kind of what it is. Like not like TJ Ford. Like I know I said TJ Ford, but then we got Mike Sweetney right after you guys
Yeah.
in that legendary 03 draft. Like Frank Ntilikina, bro, doesn't even have a job here in America.
yeah. Frank the
Doesn't even
Tank.
have a job here. And we gave him so many years, bro, of chances. Obi Toppin went, and Justin could tell you guys this. I was begging for Halliburton badly, bro. Bad. I said, we need Halliburton. We need Halliburton. We need Halliburton. It works out because we have a better guard in Brunson now. But I was like, we need Halliburton. We have Julius Randle. We draft Obi Toppin. What are we
Yeah.
doing?
He
What
didn't
are
fit
we
with you guys
doing?
at
And
all.
then Randall had the season of his fucking life.
Right.
He does that on purpose.
That was so stupid, bro. Wow. Jordan Hill. Wow.
We picked Jordan Hill over DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah.
Hey, he had long hair.
Yeah, that was the best thing about him.
Right. He was a Buck for a little bit too. Fun fact. So,
Dude, our biggest hit in the last 25 years. I'm not counting Porzingis because he left. Is it Justin? No, I'm not gonna say is it RJ. I'm sorry. Actually, it's more clear cut than that. I'm not even gonna make it a debate. It's just David Lee. I was gonna make it a debate between him and RJ, but I think it's just David Lee clear cut.
David Lee was the 30th pick, right? Yeah.
Yep, 30th pick.
and he's the 30th pick too. It's insane that in 25 years, 30th pick. Like that's the one guy who did the best. It's wild.
In that same draft, we had the 8th pick and we got Channing Frye.
Hey, he was a three.
You know what's crazy? I feel like we do solid in the later rounds.
We did
A lot of people
like the later time, yeah.
It's just those draft picks that you never think would pan out, and they do.
Jeez, dude.
They be overthinking shit, yo.
They really
Right.
do,
Could
dude.
have gotten Bynum. We literally could have gotten Bynum instead of Channing Frye.
He was. I think he was an All-Star a year. Could fact check me on that, but I think Bynum made it.
2011 or 2012, one of the 2 years he was an All-Star.
Yes.
He's one All-Star, one All-NBA.
We drafted Thanasis.
That's right. Like 50 something
Yeah, you
overall.
did.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
51st.
He was not good.
That was a waste of a pick.
We could have just held them hostage and been like, "Yo, Giannis, pull up."
That's
Yeah.
probably what their idea was too. Like, we have your
We
brother.
could do it now. We
here.
could do it now. Give him a job now.
Get any of the brothers, honestly.
Dude, I'm serious. If a team signs Thanasis, Giannis has got to be like, I mean, I got to consider it at least.
His brothers, man, it's really nice, warm weather over here. A lot better than Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Kostas at, too, by the way?
He's like playing for like Panathinaikos, some weird team out in Greece.
Damn.
Yeah,
We'll
he's
give
just
him a
not
call.
skilled. Not skilled enough. He's got the length and the heart, but he just is not skilled.
We'll take both of them just to recruit.
Right? Yeah. Fuck it. Bring him over.
You
Exactly.
know what's also gonna hurt me? Us not taking Jalen Duren in 2022.
Yes, and that was in the moment, too, that I regretted it. In the moment, I said, there's a mistake.
Yeah,
Who'd you guys take instead again?
No, we traded him.
we took
Oh.
Usman Deng and we traded him to OKC.
Nah, yeah, and he doesn't play ever.
Yeah,
Who?
Yeah, it was my day. Yeah, Duran, impactful for that Pistons team, dude. He's
And I promise you guys, we're going to regret trading Keyshawn George. I promise you.
yeah.
We're really going to, in the future, we're going to regret that.
Wizards player right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was starting to show signs of life towards the end of the season too.
I mean, look at it like this, guys. He has 590 points already. We got Daddy A, who has 30 career points.
30. Yes. Shout
Baller.
out. Tough.
30 points, which is what
I mean, to be
SGA
honest,
gets.
was Tibbs gonna play Keyshawn George?
No.
Yeah, but he's
Not
obviously
enough minutes.
better. He's obviously better.
No, yeah, he is better.
Like, come on, bro. Just off eye test, he's better.
No, he is better.
Yeah.
I
Just
would hope he would.
Just-
He's not scoring 590 with the Knicks.
no.
220.
Yeah. Maybe.
220. I trust him to score 220. I know you do too, Justin.
If he gets the burn, yeah.
Right.
That's the
How
thing.
much? But before we do the second round, how much do you guys think that Deuce scored his rookie year then?
Oh, maybe like 80 points total. Like I don't know.
116.
Yeah.
Justin?
I'll go 110.
Wow. Mason, you got to play the lottery. 89.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah. I'm gonna go buy a ticket after this.
Let's go.
Off by 9 is crazy, bro. So, Justin, maybe you have a point, but I'm not going to lie. Anyways, Keyshawn is coming out was a better prospect than Deuce anyway. So I would still predict him to get more burn I think he would score 200 with us. At least 150.
Right.
And that's better than 30.
Yeah.
5
He
times.
he literally 5 times better. Quite literally. But I'm done talking about our terrible draft picks, bro.
Yeah.
Before I
We'll
literally turn
start
myself
talking about
insane.
winning teams. We'll talk about winning teams
Let's
here.
talk about something.
Hey, we still count. We still counting that. We still
You
counting
guys
that.
are winning.
Yeah, let's talk about something.
But we're not gonna be winning soon because
What?
I guess we could start off the second round predictions with us and get out the way. Well,
Yeah.
let's start off with a unbiased lens with you guys.
Cool.
Okay. Well, sorry, I don't mean to be mean, but
No, it's okay.
I got the
No.
Celtics in 5, maybe 6. I think Derek White and Drew Holiday are gonna make it a living hell for Brunson. And then they got Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown that I can also throw bodies at Brunson, and then OG and Mikal. I mean, it's not that the Knicks aren't good enough. It's just the Boston Celtics are just built different, dude. They are a perfect team, and they got bench production too. It must be really nice to draft well and trade for good players that they can play immediately. Yeah, I'll do it short and sweet. Celtics in 5, maybe 6.
I've got 6. I'm going to give you guys another game, but I think, it's going to hurt. It's going to really hurt. But they're going to win game 6 at the Garden and just silence everyone. And I think Jalen Brunson has a really tough time against Drew Holiday and whoever else is guarding him. So it's got to be Mikal's got to step up big. I really think Mikal Bridges is an X factor in this playoff series. Josh Hart, I think, is going to do his thing. He's always active, banging, well, let me stop there, getting aggressive with dudes,
Banging dudes.
down low.
Wow.
Almost Chuck there. The guy's banging you. Yeah. No. I think Mikal Bridges is the X factor, and if he's ass, it's Celtics in 5. But I think he's going to perform a little bit and get him a game or two. So Celtics in 6.
If you guys want to be honest with you, I don't think it's Brunson struggling. That's gonna be the problem.
Really? Okay.
Because again, you guys are naming phenomenal defenders, but he did kind of just go up against a gauntlet of pretty good defenders already in the last round. You guys also mentioned Tatum and Brown, who are bigger defenders. He also went through that as well, because he did go against Asar. He went against Cade.
Right.
He went against, Dennis Schroeder, who really stepped up defensively. He was getting matched up against Tobias as well. Are these Boston guys better defenders? Yes, but I'm not going to say like 10 times better. My worry is everybody else playing like ass, which is most likely what's going to happen. I think that's going to be a problem. Brunson's going to get his 34. It's going to look pretty or it's going to look ugly. Mikal and OG, they're probably going to, phone in their 10 points each combined for 20, because that's what they like to do against Boston. I would at least like production from one of them.
But that's why you brought him in, though, to play defense, right?
But also to score.
Well, that's the thing. You got to pick and choose one. You can't have both.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you're getting fried. You're both getting fried, and you're both not scoring.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting anything.
That's
I'm
the
not
thing.
getting anything.
That's what I'm kind of saying. They have to lock in on one of the sides. Like, you got to tell one to do one and one to do the other. I don't know what Tibbs has got planned, but you brought Mikal in for a reason to guard those two guys, but Jaylen Brown and Tatum, and OG's there too. So it's just depends on how they do.
I think I would tell OG to lock in more on defense than Kale, because Tatum historically struggles more against OG for his whole career. So I would tell OG, like, yo, up the ante on the defense on Tatum, bro. We need that. Please just slow this man down. Let him only get like 23 and make it a difficult 23. And if he's going to score 30, bro, tire him out so he can't play defense if he's going to get his 30, 32 points. But I'm still taking I really want to give a 6, but it's probably going to be Boston in 5, bro. Like, Cat is going to struggle too immensely. I'm already predicting it.
Celtics are nice.
Do not be surprised if Cat scores under 20 points per game for this whole season. Do not for the series. Do not be surprised. I'm telling you.
What do you
have
for the do you know off the top of your head?
I could find it if I had to guess. Well, damn, after that last game of 10 points, Probably
Yeah, that's
jumped
what I'm
on.
saying. He
I
was.
think it was 21 is my guess. 21 is my guess.
19-7.
19.7. Yeah.
So not even 20, and it took 6 games. So yeah, he definitely has to score at least 20 for it to even be a series.
Yeah.
He needs 23, bro, to be real. We need 23, 24.
He brought him in for a reason. Again, one of those things, like, you traded for him in the offseason to beat this team. So he's got to produce a little bit more for my liking. I'm not gonna lie.
We're gonna get let down.
Oh man, bro. I think Brunson is gonna do his thing. It's probably gonna look ugly some nights. It's gonna look great some nights. But I have the Celtics in 5 games. It's just like Brennan said, like this team is just built different. They could literally switch everybody in that starting 5. Like you can't really attack anybody. And we're gonna see if Drew Holiday comes back, because if he does, it's gonna be even crazier. We just got the report.
He will.
Yeah, we just got the report that Jaylen Brown's knee is looking good, so that's gonna be scary too. My only hope is like this chip that Mikal has on his shoulder from these last 2 games, if it carries over. Because I'm not gonna lie, when he said that when he started that layup line shit, it moved me, because now he had that extra chip on his shoulder and he came out in game 6 and he balled out. So hopefully that carries over. But I'm worried about Cat in this series, because he hasn't played good against the Celtics at all in the regular season outside of the last game. So he's gonna have to be big. They're gonna obviously force Josh Hart to hit threes. So is he gonna punish him? Probably not. But we'll see what happens then. Yeah, it's gonna be a big time like answering the call moment for OG and McKills. Like they both have to rise to the occasion, because I have no doubt in my mind that Brunson's gonna go all out. But it's just the other guys, and Boston has the bench that we don't have. Like I don't know who's gonna come off our bench and be like, oh yeah, like don't worry guys, I'll hold it down, because Deuce McBride hasn't been good. Like his on FanDuel, his point prop is 4.5.
Wow. God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I almost bet it in game 5, and guess what? He was at the free throw line with 4 points, and he missed both free throws. So
Tough.
yeah, and campaign like against Boston, he's not gonna get his shit off. Come on.
No, God, no.
Throwing
That shot.
Marjan too.
Throwing
Yeah,
Marjan. Yeah.
So like I'm hoping I'm hoping we could get 2, but I'm just asking for the Knicks not to like get smoked and just look like a garbage ass team.
Keep it
Like,
competitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we could make it a competitive like 6 games,
Right.
I'll be
That's a
I'll be
win.
cool with
That's
that.
a win.
Successful. Exactly.
Then get ready for the offseason and bring in people that you can actually play off the bench. But it doesn't matter because
But at the same time, Tibbs needs his ass whooped sometimes.
Yeah.
Wait, Brennan, doesn't make any sense. Why would Giannis be on the bench?
That's fair. That's fair.
God. Well, if Giannis is on that team, you're gonna have no bench.
I don't care. Hey, man.
I wouldn't give a fuck at that point.
Brunson, Cat, Giannis, I don't care.
Tyler
Throw me-
Kolek, man, he's gonna have.
throw me 2 minutes a game. I don't
love
care.
Kolek.
I do too. Marquette. He was a Milwaukee Marquette player, so I think he's a dog.
Bro, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, you have to. You have to at that point.
What about the other series in the East? I guess it's only the East that's decided for so far. Darius Garland is hurt, though. Currently, we don't know the return. Not yet. So we do got to keep that in mind. You're not even worried. You're still not
Don't
worried
matter.
about
Don't matter. Garland, whatever else rhymes with land. Cavs in 5. Cavs in 5.
I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything.
Garland, Farland, Smarland. I don't give a fuck. Cavs in 5.
Yeah, I mean, we're Bucks fans over here, so we're not a big fans of the Pacers. But to not make it super biased, I'm still taking the Cavs, but I will go Cavs in 6. I think Halliburton actually shoots well in one of these games and actually goes off and gives you 30. But I think Halliburton needs to give you at least 24 in this series, like per game, point wise, and all the assists to have a chance. I just think the Cavs are big. They go big with Mobley and Allen, and they brought in Hunter for a reason to play defense, and then they got Ty Jerome, dog, coming off the bench. So this is going to be a fun series, and I'm excited to see the Pacers go home.
Yes.
Jeez, I like it. I like it though. I'll let you go first, Justin.
Yeah, I'm actually hyped for this series. I think this could be a fun series. Um, I'm picking the Cavaliers in 6 games. These two teams do a lot of things like pretty similar, but I think I'm gonna just give like what the Cavs have been able to do, and like it's just insane. And I think for the Pacers, like if they really, really want to like have a chance to win the series, they got to win the minutes with Pascal Siakam, like because Kenny Atkinson is gonna try to stagger the minutes with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. So you're gonna need Siakam to exploit that, and that's gonna be your ticket right there. I think Neesmith being a pest on either Garland or Mitchell could be something because they didn't really face that in the Heat series. I mean, Davion Mitchell was there, but like there was only so much he could do, and Neesmith is a bigger body, and Indiana just has the better personnel overall. And this is a team that's going to try to get on a run. The defense has been better post All-Star break, so we're going to see what happens there. But I think the Cavs they got the better like everything. Like their starting five, like their role guys I trust. Like Ty Jerome might have a game where he just balls the fuck out. Like,
Right.
and then you also have DeAndre Hunter that you got to be worried about. Like there was a lot of games in that Heat series where DeAndre Hunter was the guy giving them the problems, not even Donovan Mitchell. Like,
That's
so
scary.
that's the scary part. I do think the Pacers do kind of like they do put up a fight, but I'm gonna go with Cavs in 6.
Brennan, thank you so much for reminding me. I forgot about somebody on my list. I know I was forgetting about somebody. Halliburton, also on my hater list. I
Yes.
forgot
God.
about that. Also on my hater list.
I'm loving your list, Jordan.
I
won't
do
lie to
like
you.
the hate list. Yeah.
Don't
It's a good hate
you know? You could always take it. It's not copyright or anything. You know, you could just take all my guys, add it to your list. I got no problem with it. He's also on my list. Hey, number one front runner though. Give him that.
Most
Big
overrated
ass
player in
front
the league.
runner.
Because I forgot what game it was. I think it was the game you guys won, where he had the dunk where he went up by 10, and that's when he started talking. He had the ball.
He
I was
only
like, I
tossed up.
knew it. I
Literally.
knew he was gonna do that.
Yeah.
Dude, that one of those games, Bobby Portis almost actually punched him in the face, dude. I would have paid $1 bajillion to see that. I would have laughed so hard. Obviously, I don't want people to get hurt and fight, but they were showing replays of Halliburton talking shit to Portis, and that's just one person on our team that you just don't talk shit to his face because he will actually back it up. So, yeah, I'm excited for the Pacers to go home.
I don't think you could pay me to fight Bobby Portis for 30 seconds.
Nope, I'm good on that.
I really think he would strangle me. But going back to a prediction, I'm taking the Cavs, and I think the Garland thing is going to matter a little bit, even though I do love Ty Jerome. I'm going to take the Cavs in 6, though. I think the Pacers are good for 2 games, unfortunately. I would love to say just 1, but I think they're good for 2. The one guy I do enjoy to watch on the Pacers, the one only guy, is Siakam.
Yep.
He is the best player on the team.
Oh, that's what I said.
Yep.
That's what
I've been pushing that propaganda for a minute, but I think he's going to do his thing regardless of the 2 phenomenal defensive bigs. I think he's not going to have really too many issues with them. And that's no disrespect to Mobley either. I love Mobley.
Defensive player of the year, actually. So
Of course. Yeah, I love Mobley. I love Jared Allen, but I think I've always been a dude who's high in Siakam. You can kind of ask Justin my track history with Siakam, like the past 5-6 years. But
I love Siakam, dude.
God,
He
he's so
gives us so
annoying.
many
Yeah,
buckets, too. He's so good.
He gives Giannis buckets, man. He doesn't care.
We used to have Siakam versus Tatum debates.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
in 2020, yeah,
All right.
it was a debate though at the time.
Outside of Dairy Queen, I remember that shit.
Because Tatum wasn't averaging like 29 points at the time. They were both like putting up like 20 lower 20s, I think.
Yeah, because
Maybe.
Tatum's breakout was until year 3.
Right.
Thank you. There was nothing wrong with that take, Justin. And you know what? Their careers aren't over yet. It could still flip. Steve Nash
quiet.
won his MVPs in his 30s, bro. He won
That's-
MVPs in his 30s.
That's true.
Don't do that.
Insane MVPs.
Don't do that.
How old
Siakam
is
stinks.
Siakam? Like 30?
He's 30.
That's
Yeah.
my point. That's my point.
The peak
Now
starts.
saying win them. Yeah,
That's
it's starting now.
That's the only guy we can like tolerate on the Pacers, man. We like Miles Turner, but he just torches Brook Lopez, so it's hard to watch that. But Siakam's the man. We like him over here too.
What if Benedict Mathurin just turns into Dwayne Wade?
God, and that's another possibility, dude. Like we're forgetting about Mathurin.
I'm good.
He could.
they all stink.
He could.
Justin, I'm not predicting that. I'm predicting
probably
the
won't
real.
do that.
I'm predicting the real D Wade reincarnation. In
Max
terms
Strus.
of Donovan. No, Donovan Mitchell.
I said Max Strus. Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell.
I'm joking.
Yes. Yes, Juice is what.
I love
That's-
watching him, dude.
That's Ray Allen.
That is right.
He's so good. The headband kills me every time I see him see him play too.
Donovan Mitchell, 28 points per game.
Yeah. I
Look
agree.
at Harlan for sure.
Throw it down. 28 points per game.
It's
Like
getting
it.
past
Throw it on
that
your
part.
belt.
It might be 4 at that point.
He's gonna be a dog, bro. He's really gonna step up, and I love watching playoff Donovan Mitchell. I feel like we didn't really get to see him like fry like that last series because they were
They
up
need to.
by
Everyone was-
30 and 40. You didn't have to do anything.
Didn't need to. So
He
it's
could
not,
have sat out. He could have sat out the games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have mattered.
Gotta get that extra rest. You feel me? Like they really could have sat him out and still won. But I got no faith in the Pacers even coming close to winning this series. So we might as well just book the ticket for Boston versus Cleveland, which is kind of boring in comparison to the West, where you don't know who's going to the conference finals. I guess where that all leads us is just hypotheticals for round 2s in the West.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest with you, I still know who's going to the conference finals, no matter what on the lower side of the bracket. No matter who wins between the Warriors and the Rockets, I'm telling you guys right now, it's going to be the Timberwolves going through.
Yeah. I was saying that earlier today
Okay.
on our
Maybe the
podcast.
Timberwolves.
Too. I was saying the same thing. I think the Rockets definitely give them a bit more of a fight. But yeah, I think, dude, Anthony Edwards, who's going to stop him? He's on one right now. He's on one right now. He can't stop him. He's got confidence, defense, offense, 3-point shooting, swag, charisma. He's got it all.
He's just him.
He is him.
There's really nothing else to say, bro. He's just him. Like, and if people really care about the games, like, I think it's 6 for both of the teams. Like, it'll still be a competitive series. I'm not saying they're gonna blow him out the water, but with him being great, with Julius Randle stepping up, and I'm still not seeing people give him his respect yet. I need that. I need an apology from everybody in this world that disrespected this man. I need a big apology because he deserves it, because he's balling out and he bought into his role. He averages 20 plus. He was playing defense in this last series. He was doing his thing. He was doing the dirty work. So I think no matter who he goes against in the second round, he's going to stay consistent. He's still going to do his thing. So shout out to the Timberwolves, bro.
Yeah.
Weird enough, on our podcast we did today, I picked the Rockets to win tonight and then to win the next series as well. So I have the Rockets beating the Timberwolves in 6. I think the Timberwolves looked really good against the Lakers because the Lakers went so small. The Rockets can throw out Jabari Smith, Sengun, Steven Adams. Dylan Brooks is a big body. And then you got the Thompson twin. I know he's not going to give you anything on the opposite side, but he can literally just follow Anthony Edwards around. That's the only guy you got to worry about. And it's going to be really funny if the Warriors win tonight. And then my whole prediction is out the window, obviously. But I think the Rockets and Timberwolves series would be insane. If it's the Warriors that win tonight, I think it's Timberwolves in like 5. But if the Rockets win tonight, I think the Rockets do beat the Timberwolves in 6.
Damn.
Fair enough.
I do agree with Brennan in the aspect of that Houston, they could match Minnesota's size. I would still take Minnesota just because they have their number one guy, and we still don't know who that is for Houston. It's been Fred VanVleet for 3 games, but we don't think that's gonna last. But yeah, it's crazy to say with Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler on that team, Minnesota would probably rather play the Warriors. But I agree with Jordan. I think whoever comes out this series, I think Minnesota beats them. 6 games, I would say 6 games. I think the Houston and Timberwolves games in the regular season, they've been fun. So I think I'd be more excited for that series. But at the same time, yeah, you do want to see Anthony Edwards beat the legends in the game. So that would be cool to add to his resume. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Timberwolves in 6 against whoever.
Yep. I'll give Randall his flowers. He played out of his mind.
Hooping.
He was just playing, a lot smaller, defenders. So that's why I think not trying to shit on his game because he was playing out of his mind, but I'd like to see him do that against guys his size. I guess I'd like to say that can actually, weight for weight, height for height, same position. So I'd like to see him put up 20 against like Sengun or Dylan Brooks or something like that.
Oh, he's not worried about Sengun.
Nobody's worried about Sengun. I love Sengun.
Alpi cannot guard him. Offensively, Alpi's great, but defensively, he's not stopping no Randall.
Dylan Brooks and Randall might get into it like every game.
Yeah,
I hope so.
Put Steven Adams on him. He's not scoring at all. So
I hope that's the case. Let them fight.
Yeah,
that would be sick.
We need that. Basketball needs that, man. We need that passion. We need that aggressiveness. We want to see these fights.
Amen Thompson is gonna make Mike Conley want to retire.
Probably.
I wish Amen is on Anthony Edwards on the defensive side, but yeah, if that's the matchup that they're doing, yeah, Mike Conley is gonna play 14 seconds a game.
Yeah.
Poor Mike, bro. He needs a ring. I want him to win a ring more than a lot of these guys.
More than Harden.
More than CP3, I'll tell you that.
More than CP3.
Whoa, CP3 haters?
Yeah, one of my best friends, his name is Christian, and he just latched on to Chris Paul his whole career. So the whole joke is CP0. That's just it's a personal thing for us. For me.
I want Dame to get one.
Cool.
Oh, that would be cool. We'd appreciate that.
Nah, that's not cool. You know what? Nah, I don't appreciate your hate list.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
You don't have to agree with it. It's my list, brother.
No, I don't like your list, bro. You got to take the point guard off of there. He's the point guard. 20, no turnovers.
I'll give him his flowers as a player, but I can't have this is why. Because my best friend, childhood best friend, he's a Suns fan, he's a Dodgers fan, he's a LA Chargers fan, and a LA Kings hockey fan. So he talks shit about the Dodgers all the time. I don't want to hear him talk about the Chris Paul win in a ring. I just can't have it in my world. Can't have it.
How did this happen? 3 LA teams and 1 Phoenix team.
He was born in LA for 14 seconds and then came back to Wisconsin and tells everybody he's from Wisconsin. So Christian, for some reason, if you're listening to this, I'll send it to you. You can listen to this.
14 seconds is crazy. Fair enough, man. CP0. I don't appreciate that one, though. I got to ride for my dog.
I'll give him his flowers. He is a dog. He's a great player in the game. I'll give him his flowers. But just personally, I can't live in a world that he has a ring. I'm sorry.
Top of the bracket, I'm coming out hot, bro. Nuggets in 7 against OKC.
Wow, okay.
I love that. I love that so much.
iHeart cannot stop Jokic. Chet, all 165 pounds of him.
I might weigh more
stop
than him.
Jokic. I probably weigh more than Chet.
Yeah. Right.
I'm a cool 196. I might weigh more than Chet.
I think you might, because
it's kind of a problem. I'm 6'1". He's 7'1". You got a whole foot on me.
Yeah.
Bullied.
This is a prove it series for SGA. I think he coasted just kind of like the Cavs and the Celtics did. They didn't have to do too much. He obviously didn't have to do too much against the Grizzlies because they stink. So I'm gonna go Warrior I'm gonna go Thunder and 6 over the Clippers.
Yeah. See, I picked Clippers originally, so I think the Thunder. I think they do get the Clippers in 5 or 6. If they play the Nuggets, however, though, I like the Nuggets. I like the Nuggets over the Thunder in that matchup because, just like you said, who's gonna stop Jokic?
Nobody.
iHeart's great. I think he's a great player, but you can't go up against Jokic. Chet's gonna get squashed, and then who else do they have after that? Nobody. It's gonna be unfair. So I think if it's the Clippers, give me the Thunder which that's what I think is going to happen. But if I am wrong about the Clippers and the Nuggets win, give me the Nuggets, give me Jokic, and give him that fourth MVP.
And before Jesse even chimes in, because we are talking about iHeart, I love iHeart.
Right.
But let's not forget the dude that was guarding Embiid on one, like when Embiid was on one leg, he had Bell's palsy, all these issues, and Embiid dropped 50. Majority of the time, it was iHeart.
Right.
Embiid went 2 of 11 against Mitchell Robinson. He was getting a lot of his buckets against iHeart. Imagine him having to guard healthy Jokic. I would love to see that.
Who's playing the best basketball of his career right now? So yeah,
Exactly. And I didn't even get to give my Clippers take. The Thunder would beat the Clippers in 6.
Yeah.
I hate to say it. To say it, but yeah.
Yes.
Kawhi would do some things, but
right.
I think Harden is going to be in hell against Dort, Wallace, Shea, J-Dub, Caruso. Like, just everybody's going to be hell. Like, he's not going to have a minute to rest. He's going to be like, oh, thank God, Lou Dort's subbing out. Oh, here comes Case and Wallace.
Yeah.
Case and Wallace is finally out. Oh, here comes Caruso. It's going to be hell for him specifically.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, for Thunder Clippers, I would take the Thunder 6 games at the most. Thunder Nuggets is a conversation though.
Right.
I kind of want to lean the Thunder just because I feel like Dort is gonna have Jamal Murray in prison. And the fact that you have Dort and then you could just be like, yo, let's throw Case and Wallace on him. If not that, let's throw Alex Caruso on him. Let's throw J-Dub on him. Jamal Murray is not gonna have a break. And Michael Porter Jr., he's kind of one of those guys too, where it's like he's one of the roller coaster guys. Like he might have a game where he has 25, next he might have 9. He's one of those guys that's been like that. I think the two big, not even the two, because Jokic is Jokic. He's gonna fry in the series. The biggest X factor in this series is Aaron Gordon. If Aaron Gordon could put a lot of pressure on Chet or iHeart, that's gonna open a lot of things for them. And I don't know who's gonna be their answer for Shea. I'm guess I don't know, because I remember the other game where Peyton Watson played like 10 minutes, and he has the size and stuff for Shea, but like even Shea is gonna cook him. Like I don't know, maybe Aaron Gordon guards Shea, but that's gonna be a lot to ask Aaron Gordon to guard him and then have to give you stuff on offense. I think it's gonna come down to the role guys for the Nuggets. Like Christian Brown's gonna have to step up big. Westbrook, you're gonna have to trust that he doesn't make fucking any stupid mistakes, and that's gonna be hard.
Which he usually does.
Yeah, and imagine him in OKC on the road. It's like, oh shit, they love me, and he fucking turns it over.
Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, with that being said, if they play the Nuggets, I think I would lean OKC in like 7 games.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
But it's just Jokic is such a monster, so he's good enough to win you fucking 3 games by himself. So I would lean the Thunder in 7 games.
Love
Oh
that.
man,
Tough.
Give me the offensive god, bro.
The offensive god, for real.
That's basically what he is, and I really
Just
hope he
God.
wins tonight.
Just God.
I really hope he wins tonight, man. I'm begging, bro. I need to see him for Shea. The NBA should just rig it, just to have that MVP series.
They
I
usually
wouldn't mind that, honestly.
they usually don't give a shit like that. So that'd be nice to finally have, a MVP 1 versus MVP 1A matchup.
When was the last time we got something like that close to it? I remember Harden and Russ did it in 2017 first round, but that was so ugly. They both
And
played
then
like
Harden played Kawhi in the second round. I think Harden was third for MVP. I mean, Kawhi was third for
crap.
MVP.
Third, yeah.
Yeah.
This might be the Josh Allen Lamar, and because after the game, they Josh Allen, they were like, "Yo, that's your shit now."
No.
Oh God. I'm nervous, excited. Got it. That's like we got like an hour and then the game starts, man. It's coming up.
I'm ready. I'm locked in.
Yeah.
I got the beers ready. I'm ready for this.
Yes, sir. We do too.
I'm ready to see my future GOAT cook and get on the road to win ring number 2. And I hope he plays the Celtics in the finals, bro, and just 30 on Tatum's dome.
I would
That's
pay
the
some-
dream for me.
Yeah, I would love to see that. I'd pay someone for that to happen. God, just watching. We didn't do it. We didn't do it.
Oh yeah, I would kill for that.
We didn't do it.
Justin wouldn't, but I would kill for that.
Yeah. Especially if you're backing up Jokic like you said you are, man. You
100%.
need it to happen. You almost need it to happen.
Oh, no one can say anything to you. Well, I feel like people already can't say nothing to Jokic right now. I know people like to talk about defense, but in my opinion, ain't nothing you could say to this man. He already won a championship, 3 MVPs. Everything else is
Look
just
at his stats, man.
cherries.
He averages a steal and a block a game damn near. So it's there you go.
His defense is exaggerated in terms of how bad it is. Like, I think it's a little below average, but
Right.
people saying it's absolutely terrible. Like, let's stop doing that. Let's stop doing that completely.
Right. Agreed.
Let's get into these games. I want to see what your guys' game is first of all.
Okay, let's do it. So my game is a keep 3, cut 5, lefties edition.
Oh shit.
So it's lefties edition current in the NBA. So you gotta keep 3 and cut 5 with these 8 names. First name up, Julius Randle.
Okay, what other lefties we got in the NBA? We got like Harden.
We got this is all like the entire NBA or just playoffs?
No, current all NBA.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
at least we know it's not all time.
No, it's current. Current. Everyone in the NBA current.
Oh shit.
Who are prominent lefties? So Brunson's a lefty. He's already
Brunson.
better.
Harden.
Harden's better than him.
Harden.
God, I can't think of any
I can't
other
really think of any more, honestly, already. Damn, that's
Junior's
bad.
lefty. Luke Kennard's a lefty. I mean, do we keep him? We're keeping 3? I mean, we've been picking him up. I don't know.
Yeah, you guys have been hyping him up, trying to give those flowers.
Sabonis is a lefty.
The bonus is a
Yeah,
lefty.
but it's close. That one's kind of close, bro.
Who else is a lefty?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Keep.
Oh, we
Keep.
I like
All right.
it. Yep.
Keep Randall. I'm scared now.
Next
Me
name
too.
up, Herb Jones.
Cut.
Cut.
Alrighty.
Love Herb. Actually, I do like
Yeah,
him.
he's great. He's great.
Next name up, Zion Williamson.
Oh my God, we forgot about Zion.
Damn, I want to keep.
I could be okay with cutting Zion Williamson.
Oh no, but we gotta keep 3. Yeah.
Wait, is
We're
this
cutting
best?
5. We're cutting 5.
You got to cut 4 more. And you can only keep 2 more.
Something tells me Brunson's going to be on this list.
Is this, Brennan, real quick, is this for like basketball or is this like a hot dog eating contest?
Basketball, brother. Basketball. We'll keep it nice for him.
I think we're gonna have to cut him though, regardless, because I know we're probably just thinking about on-court play, but I'm taking health and stuff into that too.
Absolutely. I'm
All
good
right.
with cutting.
We've gotten 1 keep and 2 cuts so far. Next name up, Zubac.
He's a lefty?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen
Underrated,
his jump
dude.
shot.
Underrated too. He's very underrated, bro.
That's just
I'm
what
like-
the internet said. So if it's wrong, I'm sorry, but I'm putting
I'm
Zubac
like,
on here.
I'm like kind of okay cutting him, but it's like,
Who
what
else?
if he does? What if he just doesn't even have Brunson?
We're
and
also,
Harden
you
here?
know who
Right.
we haven't even thought about that could be here.
Who?
De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, my goat, my goat.
Wow.
That's my
We gotta
Brunson
think
here.
about Fox, Brunson,
And Harden.
Harden, yeah,
Fox, Brunson,
Yeah.
Harden,
and Sabonis.
And
That's a
Sabonis.
bonus.
So, yeah, we got to cut whoever he just said.
Zubac.
Yeah.
Zubac.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll cut Big Zoo.
All right. Next name up, D'Angelo Russell.
Cut the fuck out of here.
Yes.
Just cut him.
Okay. So you're at 1, 2, 3, 4. You're at 4 cuts so far. So no, you only got 1 cut left. The
Ooh,
next player
jeez.
up is Miles Bridges.
Oh my god.
I kind of. There's 3 guys left. He's not
Guys
that
left.
bad.
You gotta cut one of these 3.
I don't think he's going in the direction of a Brunson.
I'm okay keeping Miles, to be honest with
too.
you. We already got through most of the dudes. I'm okay keeping Miles. What you think, Justin?
Bro, imagine the last fucking names is like Ben Simmons and Joe Ingles.
Right. Like he.
I can keep
man.
Miles, bro. Miles is cool. He's cool for a good 18.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a dog. Athletic, does it all. Granted, some off the court stuff.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, hope he doesn't get suspended again.
Yeah.
You know,
Pure talent. Granted, he's on a shit team, so maybe that's why his
Just some
stats look the way it
rebounding.
is. But I think we got it.
I don't feel good about it, but
keep him, bro.
we put ourselves in a situation.
We did.
I'm
This
thinking
is
Prince is in a
nasty.
bad situation. I don't think it's that bad.
We've
Nah,
cut-
because I'm not even thinking about I'm just thinking about the guys like
potentially
Zubac.
he could be.
Yeah.
All right, so you have 2 keeps, and it's Julius Randle and Miles Bridges. So far, you've cut Herb Jones, Zion Williamson, Zubac, and D'Lo. The second to last name you got to keep your cut is Sabonis.
All right.
Keep him. Yeah, keep him.
Keep-
I don't
keep.
even want to risk it. I don't want to risk it.
God,
Okay.
who's this last name going to be?
Alrighty, so like I said, you kept Julius Randle, Miles Bridges, and Sabonis. You are cutting Herb Jones, Zion Williamson, Zubac, and D'Lo. And the last person that you are cutting is Jordan's GOAT, De'Aaron Fox.
Oh man.
We could have cut Bridges and
I
just-
was really
Let's cut
surprised
Bridges, bro.
Bridges.
I didn't feel good about that shit at all.
damn. Yeah, Justin had a. I just didn't think he was going to go back to back 2 like solid name players that we
Yeah,
were
like great players. Because I was like, damn. I was like, he's kind of tempting us. Like, all right, I got rid of Zoo. That's fine.
Yeah,
You know, he tempted us with some decent guys. He threw out D'Lo. Obviously, we're gonna say no, but it's like, yeah, I thought the last one wasn't gonna be too
Yeah.
crazy.
Nah, starting with
Yeah.
Julius Randle was perfect though.
I thought that was great,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't regret keeping him.
no.
Would you guys have taken back the Zion cut or no?
I would have taken back the Bridges. That was the only thing that I was really
Yeah,
surprised.
only the Bridges.
That's
But
it.
I'm saying like the Zion cut though in general. Would you guys have kept Zion in hindsight
No.
at all?
I think
I would have cut him, to be honest.
I think
All the names that you guys said, like Sabonis, and SGA, I believe, is lefty as well. You guys never brought him up. I think he's lefty as well. But
oh,
he
we're
was-
doing like legitimate. Like I
I
was
right
thinking like
with my left hand. LeBron's.
oh, okay.
so
I thought we was doing like you shoot left type.
That's
shit.
what I thought.
so
Yeah.
he was on that list, dude. It just said lefties, so I don't know.
Weird.
But you know, Darren Fox and all those guys. So no, I would have cut Zion as well.
Damn.
Shout out to Zion, bro. I still love you, Zion, even though you have your off the court issues, your gooner habits, your gooner and food habits, whichever one's worse. I don't know, to be honest with you. But
Millionaire Gooner.
Right.
Yeah.
we'll end on my game though. Just I'll let you go first.
So I have a blind ranking for you guys.
Yes, I love blind rankings.
This is athletes from Wisconsin.
Ooh,
all right.
I'm excited.
And I made sure these were all guys that were born in Wisconsin and went to high school there too.
Okay.
So it's not no bullshit. They was born there and left. All right.
Oh, this is gonna be
First
fun.
name up. I know you guys hate this guy. Tyrese Halliburton.
I knew it. I knew he was gonna be in this.
2.
So who's one? Tyler?
I'm gonna put Hero over Halliburton. Yes.
Okay.
But I
Wait, Justin, is athletes or hoopers?
or
This
oh.
is athletes.
Oh, fuck!
Damn. Okay.
We can start again if you want.
No.
No,
No.
we're
We
good.
haven't said a number yet. We're good.
Yeah,
We're good.
no.
And I'm not gonna lie. Spoiler for one of them.
No,
You don't
no
even-
spoilers.
All right, I'm not gonna spoil it,
spoilers.
but like
No spoilers.
you guys could do this based on vibes and not career.
That's
Okay.
fine.
No, yeah.
Because there's one guy on here that's like don't
we got-
really have a career, but
But vibe.
to you guys, he might be like, yo, yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I think it's right.
next name up,
Oh, he's not from here.
Melvin Gordon.
What did we say for Hallie? Did we say 2?
You guys said 2.
Oh, did we?
Okay. Oh, we're locking that in. All right. 2. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, Melvin Gordon then. Ooh, he didn't really have that good of a
4.
career in the
4.
NFL. How many names is it?
6.
Six guys.
6. I'm cool with 4 or 5.
I like-
To be
I
honest.
like- You like 5?
He only had 1,000
Right.
like season.
Yeah. If we're
So
talking,
5.
let's go 5. That's fine.
5. We can lock 5.
He was never anything special in the NFL. Love him to death.
He was good in Wisconsin though.
Next name.
Yeah, I think we're kind of basing like career wise now.
I'm gonna throw a baseball guy in
That's
here. If you guys are
That's
familiar
literally
with
what I
him,
was searching, bro. I'm literally searching. I was like, who's the best baseball player from Wisconsin? I'm curious.
if you guys are familiar with him, we could add him on. But if you guys aren't, I have another name just in
Okay,
case.
that's fine.
Burley Grimes.
Grimes.
I
Who
don't
the
know.
hell is that?
He played
Justin?
back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know who
no.
that
How
is.
back?
Hall of Famer.
You'll get it.
Wow. Yeah,
No,
Justin,
sorry,
stop. No, Justin, stop. Don't do this. Because I just looked at him, bro. His picture's in black and white. He
Yeah.
died. Bro, he was born in
Back in the day.
1893.
You pulled a 19.
Nah, yeah, it's because I wanted to show love to baseball, but
That's
it was
fine. No, that's
Born in
fine.
Hell yeah, Gavin Lux.
1893.
Baseball.
yeah, I mean,
You say
those are-
1923?
yeah,
1893.
1893.
Yeah.
I never heard of this guy, and I love baseball. I never
all
heard
right,
of him.
I'll take him out.
I'm sorry, man.
TJ Watt.
Throw in Ben Royford.
Number
TJ
one.
Watt 1.
Number one. Yep.
All right, next name. This is gonna be funny. Con Knipple.
Oh, okay.
4.
So we have 4 open. Yeah, 4. 4
4.
is good.
I like
4.
4. He's gonna be a dog. Don't sleep on Con. He's gonna be a dog.
I agree.
Yeah.
Next name. Tyler Hero.
3. Then we'll just leave
3.
6 for whoever.
6 is the last
6 is just whoever. God, please don't be JJ Watt. Fuck.
Wait, all right, so guys, so who's the list again? Because I'm not
one. We
writing it
got
down.
Watt, we got Hallie, Hero, and then
Gordon.
Melvin Gordon, and then whoever, Con Knipple.
Oh, Con Knipple's
It was
4.
Knipple and then Gordon.
Yep.
All right, I'm writing it down now, and then Melvin Gordon. Okay, so your number 1 is TJ Watt. Number 2 is Tyrese Halliburton.
I hate that.
Number 3, Tyler Hero. Number 4, Con Knipple. Number 5, Melvin Gordon. And your last guy, 6th spot,
He's gonna be such a good player.
is JJ Watt.
Yeah.
No way he puts Watt brothers on there. We should have known that, to be honest.
That's all right. It's all right.
Yeah.
All we got to do is flip Hallie and JJ Watt, and
Honestly,
we're good.
Kick Hallie.
Yeah.
Really, that's
what
honestly,
it is.
that's what it is.
Yeah, that's fine. And because my dumbass thought we were just doing basketball strictly, so that's why I put him there, and that's all right. And you know what? I'm happy with that list. JJ, sorry, sorry. Love the Watt brothers, though, man.
Dang it.
So you guys like Tyler Hero?
I love Tyler here. I actually I played against him in middle school and then like a little bit before high school. So, and like AAU and just high school and middle school basketball. So,
How did you feel when he decommitted from Wisconsin?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I thought he got a lot of heat for that.
I didn't care.
We
I
didn't-
didn't care, dude. It was the smart move.
You
You're
know-
that good, you go to Kentucky.
There's not many good basketball players from Wisconsin. There's a bajillion good players from Kentucky.
I thought Nigel Hayes was going to be like that.
Oh my God. I thought he was the truth.
We thought all of them were going to be good, and they
Sam
weren't
Decker.
Really
I thought Sam Decker was going to be better
Sam
than Frank
Decker.
Kaminsky, and he fumbled.
So yeah, with Wisconsin, it's 50-50 here. I won't lie. You either love Tyler Hero, you hate him, and we're on the love side for sure.
Fair enough. No, none but respect.
Yeah.
This one from me, my contribution is the most random. We're staying on topic, current events are always very important here, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We're all gonna have our own starting 5 all time. Nobody can choose the same players. Has to be by position to take down this damn silverback gorilla. Your best chance. Your best chance.
A starting 5?
A starting 5 to take down the silverback all time, bro. And we'll do serpentine, and we'll start with Justin.
I guess I'm going to have to go with Brock Lesnar.
God damn it! That was my fucking pick.
I was gonna pick him, bro.
All right,
Gave me the first pick.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right, so you got Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's off the board. All right, Brennan, you up next.
Okay. I don't know if you guys watch Game of Thrones at all, but I'm gonna take Thor. He's that big motherfucker from that TV show.
Yeah.
He's like 300 pounds. I'm gonna take him. His name is literally Thor. I can't think of his last name. He's like German or something. His name is Thor. That's who I'm taking. They'll know who I'm talking about.
Good enough. All right, Mason, go ahead.
I'm gonna take Brian Shaw, world's strongest man, or maybe was, still is, don't know. But his name's Brian Shaw. My buddy mentioned it today during our podcast, so that was the first name that I could remember. Give me the strong guy.
I'm gonna take another world's strongest man, specifically 2011 Mark Henry, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow that up with Aaron Donald.
Damn it.
That's fire. That's fire. That's
That's
fire.
so funny. You were thinking football. Oh my God.
So it's back to Mason.
I'm going Myles Garrett, dude. I'm going Myles Garrett.
Ooh,
Give me
jeez.
Myles Garrett coming around that silverback gorilla, stripping him, dude. Oh, it's gonna be perfect. Just coming around.
All right, brother. All right.
What?
You almost knocked me out, dude.
Sorry. Yeah.
I'm not the gorilla, bro. All right.
Myles Garrett doesn't give a fuck who's in his way.
Then that's my pick, correct?
Yep.
All right. I don't know if you guys are big WWE fans, but
Hell yeah, bro. That's me.
I'm gonna go Prime Big Show. That's gonna be.
Shit.
Wait a second. Before we move on, what are you counting as prime?
You know,
We
like
talking bald? We talking we had some hair?
balding, not bald.
That's like 07.
That's fine. I'll take that. He's still enormous and can move
Yeah.
actually. So
Yeah,
dude, I don't know if you
either version.
see videos nowadays. It's rough to watch him on
It's sad. It's sad.
It really is.
You can't even walk.
Nope.
All right. With my pick, I'm going to take 1986 Lawrence Taylor.
Damn, that's a
Ooh.
fire pick.
Okay.
And then
There you
back-to-back pick, I'm going to take 2000 Ray Lewis.
Money.
God, I
Jeez.
love that.
Dude, that deck of card story is crazy,
my
bro.
My turn again. Shoot. Does it have to be like a certain person, or can it be a type of person? I guess. Does it need to be
So,
like?
are you trying to say like what, like a average Samoan, for example?
I'm gonna take a Floridian crackhead as one of my people. I think those guys are immortal, and
All right.
they're just gonna be, full of energy. So.
They're going to be the first one that runs up.
Yep.
That's the bait.
Exactly.
Well, I think this dude fights bears, and I think a bear would beat a gorilla in a fight. So give me Khabib.
Okay.
Khabib.
Damn.
Nice.
Damn, I'm trying to think, bro. Do I want to go prime Tyson? Damn, let me not do that. That's too controversial. I was about to say something else really out of pocket. You know what?
I think I know what you might say.
I'm gonna stay out of pocket. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stick with wrestling. Give me Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit. Okay. Okay.
Hey man, look, he's crazy.
You need crazy. And that's why he took a crackhead. So.
We know that. He's definitely crazy.
Man.
Back to you, Mason.
Oh,
You get two. No?
Don't you get another one, right?
Oh, that's right. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Can this guy come with this one type of equipment? I think it's only fair because it's part of him.
I don't. It depends on what it is.
It's not like a gun or anything, but like peak roided up 2001 Barry Bonds with his bat.
With his bat? I
Come on.
don't think that's.
What about a wiffle bat? I'll give you a wiffle
Yeah,
bat.
Wiffle bat.
Yeah,
Barry
yeah.
Bonds, 2001 Barry Bonds juiced up, big head with a wiffle bat.
I'll
bat.
give you the
Okay.
wiffle bat
Okay,
for sure.
wiffle bat is
All
fine.
right. Let me write that down.
Barry Bonds is gross. But I'm going to move in a different direction and go back to fighting. Give me John Bones Jones.
God, you fucking bitch. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go Adonam Sue as my fourth
Oh
pick.
yeah, he's gonna stomp him
Damn.
out. He should have gone way earlier, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah, God. Good pick.
My next pick, I'm going to take Great Khali.
Okay.
Damn.
That.
We need a big man willing to get the dirty work done. This will be my last pick. So my last pick would be, damn. Let me go with Nah, he's gonna get cooked. Let's go with um fuck it. Let's go with 04 Ron Artest.
Wow, that's
Because he
actually a
actually
great
might
pick.
he might feel like he could actually beat that shit.
That is wow. Malice at the Palace type Ron Artest. Like get him pissed off. Maybe this gorilla did something to his family. Yeah. Ron Artest is doing something scary. He's doing
Or
something scary to that gorilla.
or maybe the gorilla just slightly irritated him. That's more
Right.
than enough.
Exactly. I'm gonna finish this off with simple legend Chuck Norris.
Oh, jeez.
That's a
Chuck
good one.
fucking Norris.
Chuck fucking Norris.
And then
man.
my last pick, going back to the UFC, I'm gonna do Francis Ngannou.
Damn!
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
That guy is the scariest motherfucker I've ever seen.
Come on, bro. That was my last pick.
His punching force is insane. He might actually knock out the gorilla. I'm not gonna lie.
I gotta think on the fly, bro. I was like, this is my lock.
Damn. Yeah, that's so tough.
You know what? This is a basketball show. Give me like Sixers any year. Let's say like 65 Wilt Chamberlain.
Okay.
Okay.
Why not? This dude was lifting up what's his name?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I almost said
yeah.
Alex Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger, like it was nothing, bro. So give me like 60s Wilt Chamberlain to round out my team, bro. Damn, bro. I wanted Francis so bad. I was like, damn, no one's gonna say him. I'm like, this is it right here. I'm picking up Francis.
Couldn't let that slide.
All right, so we'll go through our teams right now, the starting fives. We'll start off with Justin since he is the one that started off the draft.
So my starting five was Brock Lesnar,
Jeez.
86 Lawrence Taylor, 2000 Ray Lewis, prime Great Khali, and 04 Ron Artest.
Lawrence Taylor with or without crack?
It's got to be on crack, right?
You gotta be on crack, yeah.
That's fair
Everyone
enough.
cheesed up. Brennan here. I got Thor from Game of Thrones. I think that's what the TV show is. Brian Big Show, Florida Crackhead, Adama Sue, and Francis Ngannou.
I love Florida crackheads so much.
And that was round two. He went round two.
Oh, this is Mason here. I've got Brian Shaw, Myles Garrett, Khabib, John Bones Jones, and Chuck Norris.
And then your boy has got Aaron Donald, Mark Henry, 2011 Hall of Pain, Chris Benoit. I'm not going to get too in-depth with that. It's too controversial. Juiced up 01 Barry Bonds with a wiffle bat to knock his head clean off.
Juiced up.
And then 1960s Wilt Chamberlain coming out of an orgy. Why not? I'll add that to it. That's probably what he would be doing anyways, bro.
Right.
The
Yes.
God, that's funny.
Those are all some solid teams, bro. I'm just tight. Brock Lesnar went off rip without thinking, bro. I wanted Brock.
I think everyone did.
I think that was our 101 for
the
everybody,
unanimous. Yeah, unanimous 101.
I kind of just want to see him fight the gorilla by himself, one-on-one.
Right.
He might actually win.
Damn near the same size as one of those big fuckers.
He is a gorilla.
And he's actually UFC fighter too, so he knows how to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not just big for no reason. The last thing before we walk off and do the shout outs. Unofficially sponsored, but sponsored by mine and Justin's favorite company. The
Royal
Honey
Honey. He's got the honey packs.
Packs. The Royal Honey MVP of the week. I think it should only go to one guy because not too many guys got to play enough games because the series ended pretty early with some teams. I got Fred VanVleet, bro, because he changed the narrative. So Fred VanVleet, this is for you, buddy. Go have another kid because I know after you had your kid last time, you want a crazy playoff run. So here you go, my brother. Enjoy.
Against us, too. Against us.
Yeah. No offense. No offense. But yeah, that's kind of what happened. Brennen Mason, any shout outs you want to give to literally anybody, of course, their own pod, anything.
Shout out Cheeseheads The Bear Podcast. Thank you guys for having us on here. This was a blast. Hope to have you guys on ours. And, shout out Coastal Loveland, Bears #1 draft pick. So I'm excited for the season for NFL.
Shout out to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Whatever you do, I will always love you. My Pookie Bear, my glorious king. He's literally my phone background. He is my everything.
Damn.
I love you so much. And I've cherished our time together.
Just I'll let you go first. I'll end it off.
Shout out to you guys for pulling up. Really appreciate it.
Understood.
Would be down to come on for football preview. Talk my Giants shit. Jordan
Hell
could
yeah.
talk his Lions shit one day.
Oh yeah, Lions, brother.
Yeah, let's go. Jalen Brunson. Shout out to him. New York Knicks. Yeah.
I want to give a very special shout out to my boy Aaron Judge, still batting over 400 and still being a demon, bro.
Gross.
Big shout out to him. Shout out to you guys. Very big shout out to you guys. Appreciate it, man. Being able to get this arranged. Of course, I'm always down to come on, bro. Especially if it's a hate on Halliburton. We could hate on Halliburton for 2 hours. I'm down to do
right.
that.
Down for that. And it
Love
sounds like
that.
you're a Lions fan, so you'll fit right in with the NFC North talk. It'll be great.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm no Jared Goff slander, or else I'm logging off.
Oh, just a
I'll
little
say
bit.
that.
Just a little bit.
No, zero at all. That's
fine. That's fine. We'll be excited.
I'm not taking that. And I want to shout out Justin too. Big shout out to Justin making his way outside last night. I appreciate that, my boy. That was a rare sighting. I appreciate you, gang. Walk us out of here, Justin.
If you guys are listening on audio, please give us 5 stars. Please like on YouTube. Please like, subscribe, comment. We appreciate you guys. Follow us on TikTok at the J&J Podcast, on Instagram at the JJ Podcast 1. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.